Hello, everyone, and welcome to Rep RPG's live play of Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition, Blood in the Bayou. Tonight will be our season finale. So, I assured the cast that all of your questions will be answered, that there will be no dangers present, and there will be no cliffs in sight. So, just so
Everything
we're all
you
aware.
see in True American is a lie. Sorry, that's
Knock on wood.
JFK. FDR.
But the reason why we're stopping here with this episode before we go further is because Cody's going to tell us after he takes a drink.
I'm good. Here we go. So, coming up at the end of July, we are going to be it's going to be season 3 of PvP. So, we are next Friday. Myself and Pixie are going to be doing Q&A and talking about the application process, opening up applications. You guys are going to have, I think, about 2 weeks, right, to get all the applications in. And then we have our first matches on the 22nd of July, that Friday, possibly Friday and Saturday. We anticipate having enough teams to be running 2 nights. We'll go for 8 weeks and have an amazing time, as we did last year. We did season 1 over the summer. We learned a lot when we did season 2. So we are going to be diving in. We've got some donation not goals, but some donation styles. We've got some fun, class builds, leveling up every week, scoring points, MVPs, all that sort of stuff. So very excited for that. That's it. That's what we got.
You told them that we're doing a talkback show on the 1st, right?
Yes.
So I was announcing that we were live because the bots have been slow today. And we've been doing pre-stream for a half hour, and it still did not post that we were live. Like, I was waiting, and neither of the bots actually let people fucking know. So I went, I'm just gonna do it. It's time. Like,
fair enough.
So.
Well, Cody, did you want to tell them about anything else they can find on Rep, or are we taking a break from all of that for PvP?
Next week on Rep is going to be the finale for Disasters in Danger. We're expecting a 2-episode finale, so Monday and either Tuesday or Wednesday, and that is going to be very exciting. And then over the course of PvP, we're going to be I'm going to run some other systems. We're going to take a break from Disasters and the world of Disasters for a minute, and we are trying to put those games together. So stay tuned and look at the socials for that. Also, I believe next week we're going to have a chunk dice giveaway on
Make sure you're following
on Twitter.
All the socials. We're doing multiple chunkaways. No,
Chunky
boys. Let's not call them that. Chunk giveaways.
Chunky boys.
Big old dice, on Twitter, on Instagram, on probably, I don't know, Facebook or TikTok, something like that. So, that's what we have coming in the pike, coming up soon. So,
So we're going to kind of just rotate through the cast members. Matthew, who are you? Who are you playing tonight? And what do you do?
I'm Matthew, and I'm playing Jace Campbell, the Tremere button-pushing witch boy. And you can find me here on Rep RPG, doing things such as Vampire the Masquerade and Disasters in Danger. So, come hang out.
Now, Cody, does he push buttons as hard in your games as he does in this one?
Yes.
I think he feels a little more liberated to push buttons here. He runs away from the party very frequently.
So I don't run away from the party. What I do is
Fable pops into this world and holds up her list of the time Matthew's character has fucking died.
See, that's the thing, is I don't do that. Instead, what I do is I actively antagonize Cody's enemies to specifically target me, so that they'll do like finger of death at me.
Yeah, but is that
and
not also
then
what
it's
you're
a gamble
doing?
as to whether or not I live or not. So that's my button pushing.
But that's what you do here.
See, but we don't fight people, so I push different buttons.
It's
True.
a different button style.
It's different buttons.
You
It's
say
just
that.
always.
This is
We
more
don't
like a
fight people
toggle switch.
No, we don't fight people because Sway has been going easy on us. You've talked back to almost every fucking sire we have, and they all should have killed you already.
Only Vegas.
No, you've also kind of snarked at Grin a couple of times and Rebecca.
No,
I
no,
feel like
not
you
Dude,
did it
Grid.
once.
Not Grid.
I
Not
The
feel
only
like there
Grid.
was a
person that was
moment,
even
but-
that was Addison. The
Oh,
only
that was
person that was
Addison,
even
that was
Addison.
slightly
But either
just
way.
like antagonistic to Grin was Addison.
I
I
have
was like,
given all of Addison's quirks to you since the moment you
No.
said speak when you're spoken to. I went, oh, there, we're good. We're adopting
No.
them.
I
To
refuse
become
to accept
one.
that.
All right.
All right. So, Meg, who are you? What do you do? And who are you playing tonight?
Hey, I'm Meg. I'm playing Gem, Resident Malkavian. I'm here at Rep and also over at Pearl of the Swamp on Twitch. And I want to remind you all that the first Pride was a riot.
For no reason whatsoever today.
Yep.
That's all. That's all I say.
So, yeah. Kat, who are you and what are you doing? Who you be playing tonight?
I am Kat. I am going to be playing Kitty, a gangrel vampire who's just a little into her feline side. I just got a response from Pixie about what I was like, what if I just did this tonight? And Pixie's like, please don't. And I was like,
fucking
but I
yapping.
should.
How dare you bury that
just
while I
got a
was asleep
response.
in our messages, bitch. I'll come over there.
I'm also here at Rep RPG on Sunday mornings. I wonder how I'm going, which no one has told me to stop doing, so it's not stopping. We're gonna keep doing that.
Just gonna keep going.
No one's told me to stop yet, so
Don't
here
take
we
that
are.
away from me. I love my baby nameless fox so much.
Last week I gave all of them trauma dreams.
Thanks.
It was great.
Your fox is nameless?
She hasn't earned her name yet.
Oh, that's cute.
I know. It was, well, so, fun fact, I, as an author, struggle to do filler names, and I couldn't think of a good name for her. And then I realized, you know what, plot-wise, though, her whole thing is rehoming lost and forgotten things. So maybe she has not earned her name until she's found the best way she becomes that. And, like, so, but her sister found her name, and, like, all these things, and, like, so she hasn't found a name or a home yet. And I was like, so this is the thing now. And everyone goes, yes, this is perfect. So she's just
beautiful.
the little fox or fox or that one. She's no name.
I use that one a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
That
hey,
one.
you
That
over
one.
there.
You with the ears. To be fair, there's only 2 characters in this party who have visible ears. So that narrows it down.
It does narrow it down. You can also find me at Marquee Arty Productions on Instagram where I do horror things. But the real world's scary enough, so doing my job for me, really. Anyway, that's it. Goodbye. Oh, I am applying to do PvP, so like
There you go.
you might see me there too.
So Pixie, aside from your fox in Wonder Home, who are you and what do you do?
Hi, I am Chaos Pixie Magic all across the internet. I am an author and an not illustrator and a graphic designer and digital artist and character performer, voice actor, theme park actor, whatever. I throw creative spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks. But you can find me variety streaming over at my own channel, Chaos Pixie Magic, regularly. And that's what I got today. I have a month from yesterday to finish my last book finally, so I'm gonna be doing a lot of writing streams this month. Yay.
Woot woot.
Yep.
And Cody, who are you and what do you do?
So I am playing Victor St. James. I am a Bruja, little older than these guys, and currently the sheriff of Kindred Society here in New Orleans. As for myself, I'm Cody Stone. You find me right here at Rep RPG. I mostly GM or storytell, so that's my gig. That's what I do.
Nice. And I'm Sway or Bardic Sway, pretty much everywhere on the internet as well. I run the Vampire the Masquerade show here on Rep RPG, as well as do my own silliness on my own Twitch channel. Just pretty much a variety streamer, focusing on vocal work and lately a lot of Sims. Starting tomorrow, however, I'll be interviewing my first guest for the podcast. We will be finding OK on. Most of you guys will know them from here on Twitch as an ASM artist and chill game streamer, or maybe have listened to their podcast before for survivors of a variety of traumas. And we're going to bring them on and talk to them. So it'll be live streamed on my Twitch channel and then available for Patreon and podcast pretty much the following week. So, but tonight, go ahead, Pixie.
I was asking what time you were starting that tomorrow.
It'll be 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the runtime should be no less than 2 and no more than 3 hours. Because me and they will talk each other's ear off, like if it's anything like the last podcast or the last episode, or we're like, well, we only scheduled an hour and it's been 2, so I guess we'll say goodbye. Let's do this again sometime. And then like 6 months later, we're like, we should do this again. Tonight, I know everybody's energies are a little bit askew due to everything going on in the United States. So again, we're going to put the content warning in chat, especially for my cast members. If there's anything that happens tonight where for any reason whatsoever, you just have to dip out, just give me the X, like most of you guys have played with Cody before. Give me the same hand signals, and we will pause, we will reassess, take a little break, and then fix what needs to be fixed, and then come back having skipped whatever was the issue. So that goes again, same for the viewers. If there's any time that you need to step away, your self-help and self-care and self-love come before missing any part of our show. With that being said, let's dive into the finale of Blood in the Bayou, Rep RPG's Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition. Last we left off, Kitty and Siren were off hunting. And we're going to come back and meet up with Jace and Jem and Victor and be on call, essentially, while they try to figure out where Hancock is and what state he truly is. And I'm going to go ahead and turn the scene over to Jace, Jem, and Victor.
Before we get too far, I want real quick to make a what would this be? A resolve stamina test.
Okay. For
surprises later.
Okay.
So, if you don't mind, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna roll these 6 dice, and I'll message you. So yeah, it's 4 successes. I'll tell you what that's about. But I'm guessing, Jace, we had mentioned pre-stream you were going to tell us about your visibility life.
Yeah. So, first, Sway.
Yes.
As we started driving, and if I looked out towards the door and kind of out towards maybe where we're going, I want to see if the feet prints are going in the direction that we're going.
It's weird because at a certain point, like you're having to slow down to match the feet prints, right? And then, sorry, all this roofing stuff is going on. It sounds like a bunch of tow trucks.
Oh, no.
So you realize that you're not having to slow down to keep up with them as much as they seem to go off. Like one foot will disappear while the other foot keeps going, and then they'll reemerge together, and then the right foot will drop down, and then they come back. So if you were to look at it in like a Google Maps image, like the feet print are still there, But occasionally you'll lose sight of one or
Occasionally,
the
it's a
other.
footprints in the sand situation.
Exactly.
Okay, gotcha.
Except Jesus is now peg-legged. There's only one foot.
Yeah,
Jesus
that's fine.
was a pirate all along. I knew it.
Correct.
I knew it.
Okay. Cool. Then
So
yeah, I think
they do not lead to where you're going. But
What?
when you get closer to your destination, we'll let you guys describe that. The footprints separate from each other.
Okay. Then yeah, like a couple of minutes into the car ride, is Jem in the front or is she in the back?
That's up to y'all. Who called shotgun?
Jem is in the front. Jem is in the front. She's very
Okay,
excited
that's
about this
fine.
car.
That's
She's
fine.
very excited about the car. Like the window is down.
Then you guys would. He's not very good at hiding this. He's not the most coordinated of kindred. So you would have noticed him like kind of stumbling a tiny bit, and like he like kind of fumbled with the door for a tiny bit. And so once he got in, like after not very long, he would have just kind of so just as a heads up, Jem, you know how I cast that spell last night?
The one to find
Yeah, the footprints.
and in the darkness bind them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that when we learned that Jem
So-
is a nerd? Did we just find out Jem's a secret nerd?
Maybe.
So I can't see anything except for the footprints.
Like your head's not in the game, and
No, like
You're-
there's like nothing except for footprints and light and some dark footprints, but mostly just a lot of light, which is very odd because that's not something that I'm used to seeing in the last year.
she turns around in the car and flashes him.
The light gets a little brighter. You don't know why.
I can
But definitely not facing the same way.
occasionally if it's close enough, and he'll kind of like
starts bouncing.
he'll put his hand like kind of like just
Jim,
very
turn
in
around.
front of him.
Okay, she turns around, she doesn't put her shirt down.
Put your shirt down.
Oh, okay.
Occasionally you know, if you like whenever you were a kind and you looked at the sun and then you
He
closed
takes-
your eyes and you could see the little sunspot, and it would kind of move where your eyeballs moved. Kind of like that.
She takes her bracelets off. She has like a stack of them and just
Mhm.
starts flinging them at his face to see if he like flinches.
I mean, no, not until it gets hit.
Immediate
Heard.
flinch after.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah,
Yeah, very,
Ah.
very, very, very kind
that
type of
sucks.
reactions at that point.
How do we stop that?
What is the what spell did you do? What is this that's going on?
Oh, wait, were you not there for this? And that's Jace and also Matthew not remembering.
No.
I don't think you were. Oh, so Victor, I cast a spell to find the person that said mine and also was in Jem's vision.
Okay.
And it allowed me to find his trail and leads me to where he is, I think. Or maybe where he was whenever I cast it. I'm not sure because I've never cast this spell before. But
Interesting time to experiment with.
every time's an interesting time to experiment. But now I see footprints. One of them is dark, one of them is light. But that's all I can see.
Are they going where we're going?
Occasionally one of them disappears. And then it's just one footprint. And then it comes back. And then it's just one footprint. Sometimes the same one, sometimes a different one.
Maybe they're limping?
Maybe my instinct was what I thought it was. And maybe could still be that. It's just symbolic because magic is weird. I thought it was that it was a thin blood that was also a second inquisition. And so part of them was holy, part of them was evil, darkness.
And
But
you
now
try
I'm
to
not
connect
sure.
a gem. You try to connect a gem to enhance that.
Did I?
You said you were going to like
Yeah.
hold on and touch gem to try to get her vision to impact your spell.
Oh yeah, that is true. I did do that.
I was
And then
smart.
now whether or not you want to tell them or not, they did split up.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Left foot goes here, right foot goes
I
over
assumed
here.
that this conversation was happening a little bit before then, and then once we arrived, he's definitely gonna let you guys know that, because
What
especially
direction did the light footprints go to St. Louis Cathedral?
Without like an aerial view, it's kind of towards that way. Yeah.
Yeah. What direction did the dark ones go?
Towards the clubhouse. From where you guys are.
Okay.
Interesting. And both of you guys are looking away, right? Not that he would know that you guys aren't looking to try this, but
I was told to turn around and put my shirt down.
That is true. He's going to try and use his Oblivion Sight, which which makes his eyes go black to try and shade out the light. It's not going to work, but he does try that.
So your question earlier on willpower. Before we do that, you have a permanent pool of willpower. That resets every time you sleep.
I hate that you had to ask that question, though.
Last week I used 3 out of my 6 to re-roll some stuff. And
but
so I'm just
you
wondering
also,
what
if I'm not
happens
mistaken, you guys slept and rested and then woke up to the text from the prince.
Yeah, and yes. I think that my rolls were
afterwards
this morning. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, go ahead and roll your Oblivion Sight. Or you don't even have to roll for it. You activate your Oblivion Sight.
Yeah, he just activates it, and it's not a rouse check or anything. And really what it is that it allows him normally to see in the dark and to see ghosts. But he's trying to use... I think that what he's trying to do is just
trying to change the filter.
Yes, he doesn't think it'll work, and Matthew also is not trying to like persuade you to let this work. But I think what he's trying to do is like he has had a recent connection to the abyss, the labyrinth, whatever you want to call it, and so he's trying to use that to try and counteract this weird light that he's interacting with.
So you activate your Oblivion Sight.
Mm-hmm.
And what you get is the inverse of what you're currently seeing. But you also only see one footprint now. And
interesting.
The footprint is glowing.
Interesting. Okay, he'll turn it off.
And then everything fades back to normal vision.
Like back to his blind vision?
Back to normal.
Oh, fuck. Okay, well. Oh, well. That's gone now. Hey, guys, I fixed
Activate a power, lose a power.
Yep. Hey, guys, I fixed it. I can see now.
So now you would have known that those footprints split up, and when you activated, because I don't want to take that away from you.
Sure.
But when you activated Oblivion Sight, you only saw the shadow-esque footprints.
Okay.
They kind of glowed that like nega power, and it was like purplish, shadowy, but glowing.
Sure. Okay. Well, I fucked it, guys, but I can see now.
You would know that one was heading towards like uptown,
towards towards the cathedral.
Oh no!
She'll come back.
Oh no! She'll come back in a
second. So while Gem readjusts to this plane of existence,
she's stuck in Vision Land.
Yeah, she's in the Madness Network for a second. It's okay. What? So you guys are. So Victor, you're hearing this conversation. Now my internet's being all funky.
You're good on our end.
Okay, that's all that matters.
Oh no, never mind.
She moved, I believe Meg's back. Frozen. Oh, nope, she's back. She's frozen.
Yeah, she moved.
But yeah, so you guys you still have control of this thing?
Yeah, you're back. What were you saying, Megan?
What'd I miss? So I
No,
know
no,
that
wha-
you can see again.
Yeah. What were you
Oh,
saying?
and I threw a bracelet at you.
Oh, he'll catch it and throw it back.
Cool. Can you get the other ones that I threw?
Yeah. Give me a second.
Thank you.
And he'll hand them up.
Okay. Yeah, I think she like kind of leans over to Victor. I think he can see again.
Great.
Yeah, this is true.
I went on a real roller coaster in the last 2 minutes, and you know what? I'm liking where we ended up.
And he'll explain about where he saw the footprint split and how one of them is a strong nebulous darkness.
Great.
And then, but I don't think he's going to go into detail about his Oblivion sight because nobody's seen any of that.
Okay.
You've been
I've been
very
very
clever
specific.
with that. Yeah.
I've been very specific not to, just because that's still taboo.
So what's the plan when we get there?
Plan is we behave normally. We look for evidence.
Oh, no.
We discover what this Hancock is. You wanted to speak with him, right?
Yeah.
So we'll do that. And
Are we using hound and sheriff position to get this information?
yes,
mean-
well, we were also delivered this information by the prince. So
Yeah.
Yes.
currently acting under his
All right.
directive.
All right.
He turns on the radio.
If things go south, obviously we're contacting the girls.
Yeah.
And then are we
The double peace signs, like the girls, me and Pixie without hesitation.
Us out here getting hunting-related banes because we
Yeah.
decided to be friends.
Yeah.
That's right.
Fucked
Yeah.
up.
Oh, that's right.
Listen,
Yeah.
listen. How am I supposed to learn to be nice to myself if getting a friend fucks us both over? Get some mixed signals here, storyteller.
It's fine.
This is
If
fair.
we murder people, we throw them in the bayou. I do a little community service. Life's in a never-ending circle.
It's
I
the new
hate
normal.
this.
It's fine.
Thank you.
Yeah. But if things go south, we were obviously calling the girls, but what is our priority goal? Is our priority goal to get Hancock out? Capture
No.
him?
No.
Or is it to kill him? Is it to leave him
Out of
be?
character, just for me to catch up, to make sure I understand.
Mhm,
We are
mhm,
under the impression that Hancock's blood is being experimented on by the Thin Bloods. Yes?
That's what I think. Yes.
That is what the visions that is the conclusion we have reached from the information gained from
Yes.
Jem's visions. Cool.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
I wanted to talk to him prior to that.
Right. We find whatever leak is causing Hancock's blood to leave the care of these Tremere.
Mm-hmm.
Great. I almost said Toreador, and I was like,
Nope,
it's
not
one of
those
those
ones.
tea people.
Are you
One of
saying we
them.
all sound
One
the
of the-
same to you? Because that's rude.
Yeah.
Or
I
Yes,
the
it
Tremere,
is.
constantly
same
get Tremere
thing.
and Toreador mixed up all the time. I'm like, they're the same.
You are
I'm
dead
the
to
same
me.
person, different
Dead
font.
to me.
Spell books and Versace. It's okay.
Yeah. So we plug that leak, and if we can't, then we ensure the prince's safety, that we might return to plug that leak later.
Yeah.
Okay.
If
Not that
Things
bad,
go-
Matthew.
if things
not
go
that bad.
poorly,
Mm-hmm.
and I tell you to leave, you should leave.
All right.
The car ride is there's no engine noise, right? Because it's an electric engine, so at most it's like a right, a little, I guess, like a little like scooter kind of noise.
Yeah.
Which
Golf cart noise.
yeah,
It's a little
It- it-
disheartening to Victor.
no, actually, I think because I think he did it after there was a episode of Netflix that's like Gotham Garage, and they made a 8-second car out of an electric conversion, like, and the part of it was like it's this big custom car, and it's like, I want you to make it electric, and they're like, all right, I want it to be under 10 seconds, quarter mile. They're like, I don't know how that's gonna work. They took it to the drag strip, and it was like 8 seconds, like low
Damn.
8.1.
All right.
It was like, great.
Damn.
All right.
Okay.
So Victor was
okay.
like, cool, man. I can
That's it.
I can do that. Let's do
Yeah.
that.
All right.
Challenge accepted. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
So as it is quiet, and the music is playing.
And it's good
Uh,
music. Well done.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Victor kind of stares off in the distance a little bit, and yeah. If everything else goes well and we can sort things out, I do have meetings set up, and I make sure that they have the addresses in case that should be with the sire of the Thin Bloods. And then the Thin Blood meeting the following night with any of the other Thin Bloods. And I explain to them the accord that I have agreed upon with them. I also explain that the prince has signed off on this, that he is in agreement with my plan, and
Do you tell him that was like super intimidating? I looked really cool. Just want to know. Just asking.
It was terrifying.
It continues to be an issue that I have seen with a variety of members, different clans undermining Prince's authority here in New Orleans. I think we can all agree upon that. So, I do not expect you to act with subterfuge or grace, but I expect you to survive.
We can do that.
Cower,
Yeah.
run, beg, whatever it takes.
Just because I can. You said it, so now I have to do it.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Gonna make a rouse check.
Oh.
Lord.
Are we-
Lord.
Are we trying to provoke one?
Okay, so I succeeded, so I'm good. When he says, I don't expect you to act with subterfuge or grace.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missaid that. I meant to say, don't expect me to act with subterfuge or grace.
Okay. It very much sounded like you two idiots are gonna go
No.
there.
I
They're
think
gonna
he said
clown
it as,
fuck
I
the way you
don't
do.
expect you to do it. But he meant him.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I said that wrong. I was trying to say, don't act like me, survive. That
Do
whatever
as I say,
Victor,
not as I do. Do as I say, not as I do.
Gotcha,
whatever
gotcha,
Victor
gotcha.
way I need to put that was that's the thrust of this conversation.
I
Sure.
thought,
That's what I'm trying to say.
I thought Jem was trying to
Okay.
provoke a vision. I was like, oh,
Uh,
let's
uh,
see where this goes.
She's gotten a couple new skills, and she was going to show him just how subtle and graceful she can be. But she didn't have to now, so it's
Plugging
fine.
here for it.
awesome.
Yeah, we'll save that for later.
Yeah.
Cool. So
So-
I guess we get there.
Mhm.
Yeah,
whenever.
you guys pull up, and it is a very nondescript. It's a white square public library. It looks old. It looks as old as the city. Some of the white plaster-ish has fallen off the brick. The city doesn't care enough to like redo it. There's not enough money to care about this old public library. It's not New Orleans Public Library or anything else like that. It's just a local kind of donation-based public library. And kind of a rundown-ish area. You don't, Jace, there's reasons why people don't just wander in here.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys are now outside of this library. This ever-changing in a variety of ways library.
Well,
As
here we
Victor gets out of the car, he's gonna head to his trunk and spend a few minutes there, arming.
While he's
himself.
distracted, she's gonna wrap her arms, stick her arms out of the window of the passenger side and full body lift her legs out of the window, like this weird sort of reverse
Dukes of Hazzard.
reverse Dukes of Hazzard to get out, because it's like this really badass muscle car.
Mhm.
She's not using the door like a poor. What the hell?
Like a peasant.
Yeah, but
and you do.
he's definitely making sure that the trunk is popped and he can't see her do it.
God.
It's very well done. It's very
Thank you.
very graceful. No,
Thank you.
no
Very
like
subtle.
boots hung up. Very. It's well done.
She just
Yeah.
trips and falls.
Jace, you see that?
I do, and I don't talk about it.
Fair enough.
Just lets you know.
Yeah.
So Victor's going to take a couple minutes at the trunk. Do you guys talk amongst yourselves? Do you guys walk in? Do you go see what Victor's doing?
What kind of security do you guys have here?
Well, we have a receptionist.
Oh fuck.
So that person could kill all of you, I'm guessing.
She's a ghoul, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I'm sure there's magic. I'm
Right.
sure there's blood magic.
Right.
What kind of defenses does Hogwarts have? Well, there's a little lady at the desk.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when that
And
little lady is
probably a lot of
McGonagall,
magic.
she's
there's my second favorite person outside of the coterie sitting behind a desk. the best security possible. And then probably some really deadly blood magic.
Oh sweet. Cool.
But I also don't. I go in there to kind of research towards the front. I don't really explore the back of the chantry.
Well, just so you know, because it's been a while since you've been in the Chantry.
Yes.
There's a path that you have to weave through the books, and there's only ever one door.
Yes.
When you find your way through, and that it's like the room of requirement. Whatever you're there for and have been allowed access to the stacks, essentially, that's the door that presents itself.
Yes. It has been a minute. And yeah, he'll kind of explain that a little bit. I don't know how much I'm allowed to tell other people, but fuck it. And Jace says that, not Matthew. I only ever go where I'm allowed to go. So that's kind of how the chantry works.
Jace, if I'm not mistaken, you didn't call Iris and tell her you were
No.
Okay.
No, I told her. I texted her. And I think I told her I might have fucked up. I'm dealing with it.
Yes.
That's what I
Probably
remember.
fine.
That's what I
Yeah, you
remember.
texted her about your eyes.
Which actually, speaking of, he's gonna go, oh shit, I forgot, and pull out his phone and text Iris and say, NVM, I fixed it. We're all good.
Okay.
But he's not gonna tell her that breaking into the chantry because he
Okay.
doesn't really want to rope her into this. More than anything, he thinks he's trying to like protect her, like she needs it.
Even you said that like you didn't believe you.
Oh, absolutely! I know. She can probably do some wild shit.
I'm gonna text really quickly from the OG phone. Text Rebecca Chase. It says, "Hey mommy, please be careful. Or please take care of yourself, XO." And from the new phone, she's texting Candide. Pretty much the same thing, just sans mommy. And she doesn't even look to see if there's a response. She's learned that it just hurts, and she's gonna text Dad.
Okay.
Hey, we're here? Question mark.
While you're typing that, you get a text message that says, "Be careful. Take care of yourself."
From who?
From the prince.
Okay.
You all were texting each other at the same time.
But
Aw.
he's supposed to be here to let us in.
No, not him.
The prince?
Yeah, he's
No.
not letting us in.
We're acting on his behalf. Let's go.
Fuck, I thought he was here.
No.
No,
Oh god, this is worse. Okay, she puts her phone.
the prince is safe. Remember, I've given you the ways to contact him.
Yes.
Protect that at all costs.
Megan's
You got
mic or Megan's stuff cut out for that, so
I've given you the ways to contact him and protect
no,
that
the
information.
ways to contact him. I don't know.
He didn't tell us in character, or he didn't tell us out of character.
It wasn't really relayed to Victor
was
in
in
character.
character.
It's
Yeah,
essentially it's Lucy and a burner phone number essentially.
Yeah.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh,
No
okay.
one knows the locations other than Lucy.
Nope.
Right.
Because
So,
the last time,
yeah.
Which I don't
Yeah.
like, but that's okay.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to do my laundry now if I don't know where the house is? Okay.
A very good question. I'll lead them up to the door. Yeah, heavy jacket on. And yeah, just
okay.
I'm
So
gonna
do you-
go ahead and sense
go
the
ahead.
unseen up, by the way, as well.
Heart.
Okay.
Same.
Sense the obscene or sense the obscene?
Yeah.
Sense the unseen or
Ooh.
oblivion sight?
Sense the unseen, 100%. Until
The
I have
moment-
reason
For that browse
otherwise.
check, I just rolled it.
The moment you activate it, wards appear in front of you, in front of every inch of the chantry. You
just-
walk inside,
Right.
and those wards do not fade away. They are also on the inside. They are on the walls. They are on the ceiling. They are on the floor. They're not on the furniture. They're not on the desk. Like you see Margaret sitting there. Is it Margaret or Martha? Because it's been a while since
I think
Margaret.
it's Margaret.
Okay, I thought it was. I was like,
Yeah.
hold
It's
on.
definitely not Martha.
Batman
I know
versus
that.
Superman popped in my head. I was like, is it sure it's not Martha?
I
Everyone's
know it's
named
not
Martha, apparently.
Everybody knows a Martha.
Oh my
Don't
god,
fuck-
my mom's name is Martha too. That's so weird. We should be
That's so
friends.
weird.
My
So
best
Victor,
Batman
you walk in and you
impression.
see an old, kind of rundown library. A little old lady sitting behind the desk. She's got glasses with a little chain. She's wearing a cardigan and a button down. She looks very much like a little old lady librarian. Surprising no one. She's a little old lady librarian. And Jace, you see ward after ward after ward. They do not overlap. There are places in the wall where there aren't wards. They're very, very small.
Gotcha.
And Margaret looks up to you and says, Jace, Sheriff. And she looks at Jem and
Jem.
How can I help you all today? We didn't have a visit scheduled.
That's unfortunate. The prince has informed me that this is where Hancock is, and we have been directed to see him.
You okay? I'll be right back. And she steps up and she closes the book. Kind of like a ledger less than like a novel. She closes the ledger and she walks through the stacks, and you lose sight of her. And you all are alone inside the. Go ahead.
Victor moves behind the desk and picks up the ledger and begins leafing through it. And and also if there's any sort of computer or catalog, if there's something that tells me people coming and going, I'm investigating. I am looking for evidence of Thin Bloods by names that I know or perhaps that I don't. Of if there have been more trips in the back and forth to see in and out of this place since the Thin Blood started to become prevalent. So over the past, I think was it 3 or 6 months? I could never remember.
It was an in between. It was 3 months from knowing that they were there, but
right.
At that point they were already kind of established. So
right. So you know, I'm trying to establish if there's been a change in pattern in that time, and perhaps persons of interest. So
okay.
And if they ask, I will explain that to the hounds.
You open up the ledger, and while you're leafing through it, you see name after name after name.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't see dates. You don't see times. Okay. You don't see where they would be going. It's just name after name after name.
Is it? Do the names repeat at all? So is
they
it
do?
like...
They do.
Okay.
You see Christoph's name, the primogen of the Tremere. You see Iris once or twice. You see Jace a couple times.
Yeah.
You see other people that you know are Tremere only through the fact that you're the sheriff and you've heard people.
Absolutely.
You see Camille written, and his font is differently written than anyone else's.
Yeah.
And it's written. It doesn't look like the same handwriting is kind of what I want to say. Okay. Everyone else's looks like the same script, the same font. Camille's is different. Okay. It's written in a slightly different shade of black, and it's differently. It's different.
He brings his own pen to sign his own name.
Well, no, every name is written in the same handwriting, and at the very end of it, you see Jace, Victor, and then with an S next to it, and then you see Jem's name.
Okay.
You all did not see her write in that book.
Great. Anything else of note or interest behind this desk?
When you start pulling up the drawers, you see a couple like just office pens. You see a bottle of ink and a quill. And you see when you start shifting around, like the bottom drawer is a collection of smutty little romance books.
Cool. I will leave that undisturbed. I will leave most of it undisturbed, right? If it's not furthering my investigation, yeah. And like I'll double check for like false bottoms and classic simple things.
You don't really find any. Before we move on, Jace and Jem, what are you doing while he's leafing through stuff?
There's not an
eye out.
Yeah, because there's not a computer back there, right?
There's not. It's a little desk. It's probably about 5 feet wide. Nice wooden, old, and very like it's got one of those little old green lamps. And
anchor lamp.
There's a dog that comes in.
There's a dog.
But are you going over there and like looking with Victor?
No, I was. Okay. If there was a computer, I was gonna offer to help. But he's got the papers. I'm gonna go to because he's a nerd in a library, so he's just gonna go pick up a book and just start leafing through it. Like nothing. He's not looking for anything. It's just what he does in libraries. Okay. He picks up books. So he's kind of doing that and keeping an eye out, but mostly just waiting.
Okay. I want Jace to roll me a wits awareness.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Fine. It's not a con save.
Yeah. Need you.
I am a bit hungry. So I do have to roll 2 hungry dice. Oh shit. Well. Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes,
Okay.
but 2 crit fails.
Oh, okay. So that changes
3
things.
successes.
Okay, you walk over, you pick up a book. The first book you pick up is Dracula, and you're like, "Fuck this," and you put it back, and you pick up another book, and it's just a random like resource material.
Sure.
I just
auto repair in you.
I have to say this, like, it's always a pleasure as a DM to have things in the game that are completely missed by your players. I love you. I love you, Matthew.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So yeah,
Oh,
you
no.
guys
Okay.
are you guys are
I'm looking too, and I'm not bothering with books.
you are. Unfortunately, there's only one person that could have solved this, and it was
Oh, rip.
Jace.
Even though I have Sensei Unseen up?
Do you want to say you have it up?
No, I said it when
she
we
said it
walked in.
earlier.
Oh, okay. Then that is on me. Sorry, I didn't hear that. You see the same wards that Jace does.
Yeah.
You
Some little
see.
stuff in the walls.
Yeah, you don't really know what it means. And for a second, it's very reminiscent of the 5th floor of whatchamacallit?
The casino.
Thank
Hard
you.
Rock when we
The
went?
Hard
Yep.
Rock. With the
Oh.
Baron. Like when you pulled up and you saw like it's a building since the unseen on. Fuck, there's wards. It's very reminiscent of that, but it's not the same energy. It's not. It's just oh shit, invisible writing. And it's kind of
Never
like
gonna get used
off
to that.
the wall a little bit. Like it's
Yeah.
not on the wall. But as you're keeping an eye out and you're walking around, you're looking. Roll me a wits awareness check. Totally feel bad for taking that away from you. I'm sorry.
I did
Okay.
not hear it either. It's not a thing we're used to Gem doing, so that's
I'm
fair.
reclaiming my time.
Yeah.
I'm reclaiming my
I'm
time.
reclaiming my time.
Megan, it doesn't work in this situation. You don't know. Okay.
Oh.
I got a crit success.
Okay. Unfortunately, still, you don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Okay. Well, I tried.
You did,
Good night,
and
everybody.
you.
The
It's not like
attempt
you.
was valiant.
It's not like you suck or anything. You just didn't see something very small and minute.
I'm a vampire. Of course I suck.
Not even anything essentially important. Just it's fine. I love it. Oh, Kitty did a
Kitty did a luck.
gem. If you would like to add another dice roll to that, you can.
Is it gonna matter if it does well?
It possibly could matter.
If you crit
okay.
succeed again.
Oh yeah. Well,
Sounds like you need.
rolls.
Sounds like we're looking for 4.
Yeah, because I got
Um,
3.
So if you want to spend more than a dice for it, that's up to you. But
Do I?
It's not cheating if I watch streams enough that I have the points.
Yeah.
I know.
So don't call me a cheater.
I
No.
know.
How many luck points do we have total?
We
We've
have
been
enough that you guys can.
So that's the thing.
borrow
We've been
around.
I don't
resetting them
know.
every game.
Okay, so how many do we have now? We have the one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save it. The chances of me critting again are because it's just the one dice I'm rolling, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's save it. Let's get ambushed in the hallway. I'd rather do it
Yeah.
here than in
No,
my
the reason I brought that up
bathroom.
because the crit
Margaret's gonna
success
come
is 2
out
successes, which would bring you up to the
with a
4, which
steak.
was the borderline.
you could
Um,
also spend willpower to reroll 3 dice. if
You
had
can.
them.
You can.
Oh,
It's the
how
finale.
much-
Let's get weird.
Yeah,
It's a
fuck it.
willpower per die.
Willpower per.
It's is it
Isn't it?
okay?
Yeah,
'Cause-
you can't re-roll hunger with willpower.
right.
Uh-huh.
I double checked the
Oh.
willpower when he asked if
It
what
is
happens when you
1
run
for
out.
3 dice.
It is when you so for 1 willpower you re-roll 3 regular dice, not hunger dice,
Now I
in
only
any
have,
dice pool.
So
But
is
the
that-
DM can
Oh, you only
refuse
have
it.
2 die. You only have 2 die to roll on that. So
Right.
okay.
using a willpower. In this sense, it might be better to use the luck because it's only for 1 die anyways.
Right. Yeah, if you only have 2 dice and one's hunger, the willpower
We
doesn't
have another luck.
Oh,
to
thank
use it.
you.
Okay.
Yeah, okay,
Thank you.
So you get to use another 2 dice on that roll.
Okay.
Let's see if you can
so
get the
just-
other 2 successes you need.
It's not hunger. I'm not rolling the whole thing again. Just 2 dice.
Just 2
Yep.
extra dice.
Okay. Why am I freaking out so hard?
Yeah, Matthew, it resets.
We're gonna get this, and it's gonna be
Well,
like,
no, because
there's
I
a
I only
very funny
re-rolled
book.
3 dice.
Okay, so you
Ooh.
have the 2 successes that you would need.
Okay. Okay.
While you're keeping a lookout and you're doing it very stealthily, you look over
And
behind,
subtle
like you
and
use
graceful.
Victor as like a shield, so they can't see you seeing them possibly. The inside of the book is also glowing. It has
The ledger.
the ledger. Yeah, it has symbols on it that are written in a way that Victor could not see it, and only people with Sense the Unseen could see different symbols. You see dates next to the names, and you also next to the on the left hand side, and times, and on the right hand side you have what looks like a little symbol or rune or sigil next to each of the names.
Do the sigils next to the names, do they look like they're clan related, or they're made specifically for each person? Like, is there a repeat in the sigils, or
They
is it a
do
special
repeat.
one?
They do repeat.
Okay.
Looks like Christoph and Camille have had the same sigil used on theirs the most. Like, you look at Camille's, and his sigil looks like the ones that most of Christoph's sigils appear next to it. Iris has a couple different sigils next to her name. Jace has only had one sigil next to his name.
Oh, okay. So can
it's not like Iris has multiple sigils next to her name. It's just different sigils have been used next to her name.
per visit? Can Megan think she knows what this is?
Okay.
Is it essentially like what access you're granted in the chantry?
You can roll a wisdom occult. You can bring it up to other people, or not wisdom occult. Intelligence occult.
Hey, Jace, what do you think this means?
What? Oh, there's something here. Here, take a
Victor's
look.
like, there's fucking names. I can tell that.
That word means that's Camille, Gem. Good job. High five.
Nah, man. Victor's done weird investigations with sorcery people before. When they're like, "Oh, hey," he's like, "Yeah, fucking take it, get it away."
Is this a blood magic, witchcraft, or abyss labyrinth thing I could do a specialty on?
You can use a specialty die because it's Tremere witchcraft, Tremere shit. It's Tremere shit.
Tremere shit. Yeah. I never know what your little handshakes mean.
So 4 successes and 2 crit successes. So 8 successes total. One of those crits.
He's excited when he says, "Oh shit, it's bad."
Yeah, there you go. And one of those 6 crit successes was on a hunger die, but I have 2 of those.
Bestial success.
Bestial success.
I showed it.
Your beast
Was on a
is
hunger
hungry
die?
for the ledger.
I eat the ledger.
You process the information through your digestive tract.
Yeah.
Yes.
That sounds reasonable.
You don't know what the sigils mean. However, it's relatively, and Jem, you were on the right track. This is either something that they did that day or something that they visited that day. Like, it's
gotcha.
And the higher up, the more the more sigils they've had next to their names appear. But relaying the questions that Victor was having on it, you don't see any increase. Nothing out of what you can see is the normal. If you can decide what the normal, like, you would need to spend like hours here tracing this book to figure out, like, okay, on this day they had 2 visits. Yesterday they had 3 visits.
Or,
are
there? Obviously, we don't know every single vampire in New Orleans, but is there anybody that, like, we've absolutely never heard of? I know that Cody kind of asked this earlier, to see if he knew of any of the, like, Thin Bloods, but is there anybody that, like, sticks out as, like, that is not a name that I have heard, anybody talk
That's
about
a fake
or seen.
vampire
Yeah.
name. We've never
the
met
book
them.
is-
Like what was
the-
it like Lestat?
Well, like
Yeah,
even just
fuck.
recently in the last 2 weeks, like the first 4 pages that are on
the last
top.
4
Or
pages.
last four pages.
Nothing,
Yeah, like
nothing that strikes your attention.
okay, cool. That's it.
I will
I'm
say
good
that
then.
if you want to go through it, you only have a couple more minutes to go through
Nope.
it. Okay.
I'm turning my attention back to the hallway to see if I can like just make sure we don't get surprised.
So it's less of a hallway, more of just like rows and rows of books, and
This space.
yeah, you're checking it out. You don't see anybody or hear anybody coming. Was there anything else you guys wanted to do? So, Jem, while you're looking, roll me a wits awareness to see if you hear or see anybody on their approach.
Oh, for fuck you.
um, you feel like you're listening really strongly.
I really
but-
do.
From behind the stacks comes little Miss Margaret and Kristoff.
All right.
And Kristoff is walking with his hands behind his back and very
Of course he
like
is.
Kristoff-esque. Like you haven't had a lot of dealings with Kristoff.
It's the party, really.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, he doesn't get out much. He's not
Nerd.
but so he walks up and again. We don't have pictures of him in the
No, is he
pinned messages.
blonde?
No. He's very like Middle Eastern-esque.
I thought you said
I
Kristoff
think
was
it's-
Norse.
Sorry. No. Sorry.
Yeah.
My bad. I was thinking.
Yep.
Who are you
Oh,
thinking?
who are you
What's his
thinking?
name?
Oh no.
Is he hiding behind a stack
I-
of books
The
no,
right
next
now?
one. No, the
I
one
was
the
thinking-
next one after we kill Kristoff.
Yeah. No. I was
he
so
has the
gone.
whole lineage planned. Actually, we don't
No,
even
No.
know.
I was thinking a little bit of Ransom. So Kristoff, I was like, he's Hispanic, but no, he's got. So Kristoff comes out and he looks every bit of the. Like he's tall, he's lanky, he's wearing a nice suit.
Alexander
He's-
Skarsgård.
Yeah, but like if he never worked out a day in his life.
Yeah, Alexander Skarsgård. That's not what I said. That boy is like a beanpole.
And Victor, he walks up and he shakes your hand, or he extends a hand out to his.
I will
And
shake his hand.
You notice that he has, which has been noticed before, so it's not like groundbreaking, but he does have Nordic tattoos and runes across his forearms.
Okay.
And he shakes your hand and he goes, Sheriff, what can I do for you today?
Christoph, pleasure. We are investigating some happenings about the city. The prince has informed us that Hancock is here, and we would very much like to see him. And I have some, perhaps, further questions that you and I may discuss.
Fair. May I ask why? Why would you like to see Hancock? Not the questions, of course. Anything that we can help for the city, we help for the city. He's currently staked. He's in torpor.
We would like to confirm that, I believe, first and foremost. And I'll turn to Jem to see if she wants to jump in. If not, because
She's
Okay.
just been kind of staring at him when he came in, trying to get a read on him if she can.
Mhm.
Okay.
She can't. I saw him, and I would like to see him again, please.
Understood. Interesting. And he kind of like leans against the desk. Did he reach out to you? Did you reach out to him? Was it? Do you have control over that? And when you're sitting there, make another wits awareness.
Bro, buy me a drink first.
Actually, all of you can make a wits awareness.
Wits awareness or a wits insight?
Wits awareness.
Okay, gotcha.
Jem, you're looking at something. Well, Jace, you were looking for two things. Jem, you're looking for two things. Victor, you're only looking for one thing.
Okay. Kindred specialty or no?
Yeah, you can use your kindred specialty for this.
Okay. Okay. 3 successes.
Three
or
successes.
4 successes.
Okay. 4, and Chase.
1, 2, 3, 4.
17.
8 successes, but
Okay.
both of the crits were on my hunger dice. So 2 hunger dice crits
Fair enough. Okay.
and a crit failure. So really it's 7 successes.
So Victor, what you notice is when she says that and kind of gestures that Madness Network, you see his professional Primogen demeanor just fucking slip away.
Mhm.
He is completely like nerding out, invested into a new research discovery.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Jem, because he's focused on you. First off, Jace and Jem, you both realize that the tattoos that he has have subtle glowing nature to
That's
them.
cool.
Because you're using your sense of the unseen.
Oh, well, if they were done post kindreding, then they have to be kind of magical to stick.
Yeah, but that means they were done post. That's cool.
Or there's just magic in them. That's cool too.
Either
Jace,
way.
you also realize you've seen enough with Iris and some of the other Tremere.
Mm-hmm.
There's no real way to know, but you think he's activated something. There was a subtle shift in between curiosity and then caught himself, then changed a little bit. Like there's something off about him. And then the curiosity reappeared. Jem, when you're talking to him, you're making direct eye contact with him. His eyes look different. Not like the irises don't look different. You don't know what it is. Like the color didn't change. He's looking at you with almost like it's different eyes. They're the same eyes, nothing changed, but you get the impression that something is different about his eyes.
Panic. Oh, okay. Do I get the idea that he's sensing unseen himself, or is this some Tremere shit?
There's really no way to know for sure if someone's using sense the unseen.
Well, then it's not that.
Unlike a bloody insight.
It's not, yeah, because that would have been completely blacked over. I talked to Jace most out of the coterie. Can I try to see if I know what the fuck this is?
What? That he's. Go ahead.
I think there's just no way to know, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
You notice something, and there's really it's just like I can't.
Okay,
whenever I notice that, I'm gonna start paying attention slightly more to Jem. I want to see if she lets some more stuff slip than she means to.
Fair enough.
But I'm not gonna say anything.
Christoph, I'm glad you find this potentially fascinating. We may have opportunities to develop more research opportunities, and that was hopefully something that we could discuss. But first and foremost, we need to confirm Hancock's state.
Of course, and he breaks away eye contact with you, Jem, and stands up and straightens out his suit jacket. And forgive me, I get a little carried away with potential new endeavors. That is, I don't have a lot of time to work with the Malkavians.
I completely understand, and the excitement of the opportunities are tantalizing, to be sure. But we should remain focused. It could be a long evening for me, and you'll forgive my selfishness that I hope we can check you off our list and move on.
Well, let's do that then.
Absolutely.
And he turns around and walks away, and Margaret will be taking a few of the rooms. And she just nods and sits down, and you see her inhale and exhale.
Okay. As we are following Kristoff and we Aaron Sorkin it a little bit, I would like to, if you want to talk through the whole thing, we can, or if you storyteller would like to sum up, either one is good for me. I'm gonna try to, not in an accusatory way, but gauge his personal interest in Thin Bloods. Partly it is, I don't suspect he is the one that's like dealing blood, but I also would like to gauge the possibility of being like, hey man, I've got this deal going that might get you a chance to learn about their alchemy. How open to that possibility are you?
So when you bring that up, you see like he looks back to you a little bit as he's leading you guys through the stacks, with a face of disgust and disinterest. He goes, "No, look, the Tremere have a long past with magic and alchemy, and we are not. Our lineage isn't what it used to be, as kindred, and then
Who's it? I say as a Bruja who got kicked out of the
he nods and smiles and he goes and
She gives it. Jem gives it like a beat and then does like a very awkward forced laugh.
And he goes, and we do have a certain amount of shame coming from mages who are just seeking immortality. And as far back as that goes, and if you want to discuss antediluvians, he kind of rambles for a minute talking about whether or not they really exist. But he goes, he leads you to believe that there is in the magical hierarchy, it goes mages, Tremere, House of Karna, fortune tellers. Yeah, he brings up a forgotten bloodline.
Okay.
A disreputable bloodline.
Sure.
I don't know anything about forgotten bloodlines here.
I'm right here, my dude. Disreputable
then he talks about
ass.
and then he talks about fortune tellers, spiritual workers, root workers, and then at the very end of the day, they can the Thin Bloods are barely better than somebody that picked up a magician book. Very, very uninterested, very dismissive.
And I will not press it further. I will actually, I'll do my best to agree and appreciate him, and yeah. Oh yeah, no, I understand. I'm just, doing my best to keep the city safe and amongst itself without drawing kind eyes upon our society. And
Yeah. Go ahead.
While they're having that conversation, she looks over at Jace and is miming and mouthing, "Did you see his eyes?"
He'll nod, and then give her like a whole once over, try and make sure that she's okay. He's gonna go,
No.
Can't tell if I'm terrified or turned on. I don't know.
That's just sort of my state of being now. I'm constantly aroused for something. I don't know what it is, but it's there.
Nordic
Maybe
tattoos
one day
and
we'll
priest
get to the bottom.
collars.
I've been edging for the last 6 months, man. I don't know.
since you became a kindred.
I don't know.
And he kind of relays, appreciation for the changes that you've made in the city, as well as trying to not diminish any of Candide's. Very political, and as you walk through the stacks, Jace, Victor, you come out behind Victor or behind Kristoff, and you see a wall. And now this wall looks very reminiscent of the Matrix wall, like the stone that kind of, but there's only one door. Now it's a double door. It's not literally like the Matrix door. And Jace, you know, like there's no telling what's behind that door.
Yeah.
It's the door, and wherever it is on the other side is especially where you're supposed to go to. Essentially, where you're supposed to go to. And then Kristoff just continues walking towards the door. Like, this is not out of the ordinary. This is nothing special. And he begins to open the door. Do you guys do anything before you guys go in?
Before he opens the door,
Okay.
I'm gonna move so that I'm sort of like next to Victor, so I can get a better look at Kristoff, because we were mouthing behind his back.
Yeah.
I am stupid.
say-
I am not that stupid.
I will say this, specifically for Jace and Jem,
Mm-hmm.
there are no wards. Everything when you pass the stacks, like once you enter the stacks, all of that extra stuff just seemed to fade away. You still
No
feel like
cameras in this room.
Still on the ceiling?
no.
Got it.
The ceiling is now changed. Like, you pass, like a light passes over you. Like there's like a ceiling light that's lower to the stacks. And you've never really figured out, because your eyes don't really, like, even if you're looking up, as soon as you see the light, you kind of look down, and then when you look up again, having passed through the light, you're in a different room, and then you continue to go through the stacks. But there's no sigils or wards or anything on these walls or ceilings or floors.
Neat.
And go ahead.
Before he gets to the door, she's eye contact again. I'm sorry to interrupt, Primogen, but I was wondering what defenses you've shored up for the Second Inquisition incursion, and I want to gauge his reaction to that.
He shuffle steps for a second.
What does that
and
mean?
stops. He kind of stumbles, but doesn't actually like tumble or anything. You stop him in his tracks.
You broke his rhythm.
Yeah. Like he
Now
kind of
I've
stops.
got
And,
his
like,
rhythm.
he tries to keep walking, but he steps with the right foot twice, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And he stops and kind of turns, and he puts his hands like in front of his
He
chest.
steeples them.
He does. He steeples them, and he goes, so Sheriff, this might interest you as well. While we can't guarantee everyone in the city's safety of our society, the Chantry will always be warded and protected against those of the true faith. And he looks very like disgusted and dismissive about the true faith.
Any insight check to see if he's being honest about that?
Yeah, go for it.
How does one? Oh, so
Wits insight.
insight.
My internet or Gems?
Or you,
It's hers.
or you can just
Wits
not roll.
insight, yeah.
There it is. So 3 successes.
He doesn't appear to be lying.
Okay.
You've dealt with enough liars that you don't know if it's true. He believes it's true.
Okay. I
That's
just didn't know if it
so
was
one
like,
downside.
and behind this door, a priest, you know?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Surprise, motherfucker!
There's gonna open it into the
Yeah.
back of the
Oh,
Vatican.
hell,
It's
daddy!
actually just the Pope's house.
Yeah, you're welcome to the Vatican, bitches.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, this was the wrong door.
Have
Have we been dimension coding this whole time?
It's fair to say that it's hard in kindred society to, one, know if someone's lying to you, believing their own lie, or just really, really better at lying than you are of trying to figure it out. But you don't get any
when you get
suspicion.
rid of a lot of the human tells, it's got to be a lot harder. No sweating, no pupils dilating, none of that shit. Like,
and that's more for you guys to like, not that you will never know, but it's just more along those lines of like, it's hard. But you get no impression in any way, shape, or form that he's lying to you, or that he's not confident in their wards.
That is good to know, and I appreciate that, Primogen.
Of course. And he turns around and he opens the door, and inside you see, it's like a little bit of a hallway, but it's stoneworked, and there are lanterns are a bad. It's a bad description, but they're kind of like the Minecraft lights without the torch. Like, it's just soft, glowing yellow light. And you see that to the L shape to the left bend, there's more light coming from in there. And he just
I'd like to think it actually is the Minecraft ones from
It's
like
the block.
Geek when they existed.
Yeah.
This
Funny
is
fact,
the Tremere
created
dungeon
those.
And it's
Hey.
just it's completely Minecrafted out.
Fuck yeah.
Headcanon approved. All right, let's go.
And you walk. He walks through and turns to the left, and assuming you guys follow.
Yeah.
It is about 10 feet wide. This new hallway that you've now entered, still stoneworked, like stones in dirt, stoneworked, like old crypt style stone in dirt. And you see doorways. You don't see the paneling, but you see like opening stone. On the right hand side, you see the same thing. And as you walk, you realize that this is very reminiscent to like jail cells. But in front of what would be the doorways or the entry points into the cell is like a miasma of shadow, and it almost looks like liquid, but more firm than that. It's hard to describe. Jace, you've never seen anything like this.
No.
Um,
If
When we're
you can't see
walking,
through it.
I would like to be in the middle, and if I can, I would like to be holding both of their hands.
Like Kristoff and Victor's, right?
Obviously,
Yeah.
no. Fuck Kristoff. Yeah, if they'll let me. If not, that's she's not gonna push it. But
Jace will. But also,
thank you, my friend.
being in the back, I do. As soon as I see that shadow, I do want to flip Oblivion Sight for a second, just like almost like a blink of it, just to see if I can see through it, and then if I can, maybe I'll be riskier. But
you can see through it.
Okay. Okay, that's
in each of these cells. Well, even if you just look through the one, there is a woman stripped of her clothing, arms outstretched and chained, legs outstretched and chained, with a stake through her heart.
Gotcha. That will maybe be a later thorough investigation. But when we don't have Kristoff with us, he is going to lock that away for when we have some private time with the crew.
Yeah. And you all continue your way down to what would be the end of the hall. But it's not stoneworked anymore. It's just another wall, and it's wider. It's the 10 feet wide instead of like the 4 to 5 foot wide for each of the cells. It's just the end of the hall is also a doorway, or a portal-esque. And you see him reach and touch one of the stones. He flicks away some dirt, and then he walks to the other side and does something similar. He's not pushing buttons. He's not drawing anything, but there's definitely like hand gestures on the stone and dirt. And in front of you, it kind of dissipates. The cloudy, gelatinous, watery miasma disappears. And in front of you is Hancock, arms and feet outstretched, chained to the wall, a stake through his heart, and a desk on the left-hand side and a desk on the right-hand side, with ledgers and notebooks, and no vials, no blood collection or anything else like that. Just notebooks upon notebooks.
Is he naked? Do there seem to be any like wounds on him?
There are no wounds on him other than the stake through his heart.
Oh, well, yeah, except for
that one.
Just the one. Just the one. I remember when we found Alex, they had been shaved. is that a traditional thing? Like, is he bald as well, or is that
He is not. His hair is
Okay.
disheveled.
okay?
But there's no new like facial hair. There's no new
No,
hair like
there
that.
wouldn't be.
The girls probably more so than Jace and Victor. Victor, you would know this throughout your experience. It's very interview with a vampire. You can do whatever you would like to your hair, and in the morning or the next sundown, it just kind of appears as hell as it was when you were turned.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank God, because that one time I tried bangs, it was a nightmare.
My next character is a vampire hairdresser. She's booked all the time.
At Moonrise
Booked and
every
blessed.
fucking day. The
Love it, love it. Okay.
And Victor walks in, or not Victor, Christoph walks in and kind of steps to the side and gestures for you all to come in if you would like.
Yeah, I'll step inside,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna speak with Christoph, and I will look at the duo and try to be like, double check him, make
Yeah.
sure
You got it.
you look at Hancock. I think I've seen him like once. I think I choked him out at that point. I don't know, like
That's pretty much it, yeah.
The one time when you staked him? Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
you think Victor needs to remember everyone he's staked in detail? Nah, you gotta block that shit out.
Yeah, that's
Too
too much.
many. Yeah.
Yeah.
Primogen, do we have any visitors for Hancock?
No. Camille has come by once. It's odd. I don't think that Camille would really need to come by to speak to Hancock, but that is
When he says Camille, she just like she's the minute we were allowed to get in. I'm sorry, don't interrupt.
you're fine.
She goes like right to Hancock's body. It's just kind of staring at him. But the minute when he says Camille, she looks over her shoulder and just says the prince.
Prince. Sorry. The prince has only actually visited one time, but I don't feel like he would need to really come by to talk, especially if
Of
I'm
course.
getting off track again. Sorry.
Is there any who has access to this room?
So access must be approved by myself. However, it's not, and it is supervised by one of the hierarchy. And he looks at Jace like Jace wouldn't be able to come and speak to him or do any research or any investigation on his own. Some of our more higher up in the Tremere could, but it would still have to be permission only.
If I could have a list, how many roughly people would have the might be approved or might have that level of clearance from you, and even if they haven't received your permission, how, and forgive my bluntness, how many of them are capable of getting around your defenses, which seem very impressive to me, but again, I am but a layman in your strange and powerful ways.
And he looks at you. He looks at you like not dismissively. Excuse me. But like I don't know if you're kissing my ass, but I think you're kissing my ass, but kind of like you're not wrong. But he kind of nods and he goes, yeah, I can give you a list. I don't think that anyone would try to get around the wards. It's we do have other individuals here that
Primogen,
would be done.
I appreciate that, and I will really like that list, and I'll do the hands up, which is Cody's now favorite. Victor, I'm really not trying to be threatening, but by the way,
Hey,
my palms glow for a reason.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I apologize, Primogen, and I can understand how these inquiries might feel as though we are doubting you, but I like you. and I think you have the best interests of this city at heart. However, I have evidence and reason to believe that this man's blood is fueling experiments by the Duskborn.
And he
Now,
immediately looks to Hancock and just like an angry stare to Hancock. I'll get you that list.
please. And if there is any security footage, or I don't know what I look at Jace. What's the magical camera? Like I'm looking
the
at like I
all-seeing
kind of
eye is painted on the wall, and you know. No,
right.
Jace,
but
you would know there's not really.
No.
I didn't
Yeah.
suspect
More
so.
probably
but,
to protect the Tremere from
Other-
from this kind of shit than
Yeah.
Correct.
catching bad people inside the Tremere.
it's incumbent upon the safety of the city. The offenders have grown bold in the past few days. And while I have worked very hard these last few months to keep the bloodshed of New Orleans to a minimum, I am finding myself pressed into a corner that would unleash a tide of blood not seen since hurricanes destroyed this city.
He looks very. He allows the look of like solemnity, like to being solemn to pass on his face.
And to be clear, I'm not trying to threaten him.
No.
I'm very much like I'm at a point, man. I'm backed up here, and I'm just at some point I'm gonna just start going down the list.
So he walks over to the desk on the left, and he takes a book from the stack. He takes another book from another stack, and then another book from another stack, and comes back to you and hands 3 books, 3 journals over to you. And he goes, "These are the 3 of the people that I've trusted to come in here and research. They did not have any authorization to remove the stake or to remove any biological research from the room." And he points to what appears to be like an old stone, or not old stone, like an old wood top stove that doesn't have vents in the front. That and the research is supposed to have always been destroyed before leaving. There is, and he looks at Jace, there is one more person that could have access to this room, but hasn't. She has not come in here to do research. Never with my authorization or to my knowledge. But Jace's sire, Iris, would have the authority, with my permission, to enter this cell or any of these cells to do research.
Understood. Primogen, you have been supremely helpful. I have but one final question.
Of course.
You afford me. Have you or any of your other kindred become aware of a kindred about our city that has not presented himself through proper channels to the prince?
He looks, not to my knowledge, the last one to enter into our cities without the prince's, and he nods to Jem, approval. One has left the city, and one is no longer in the city for other reasons. And he kind of bows his head a little bit to you, Victor, meaning Alex and the one that Alexei came over to help out.
Right. Understood. I appreciate that. I hope that now, one, you will be discreet in any inquiries you make personally about this nature, and I have a enjoyed my time speaking with you.
As I have you. If there's anything else, of course, let me know.
Yeah, I'm gonna double check with the duo with Magic, Fred and Velma, or
Yeah.
Daphne.
So when you guys are
I'm
looking
Scooby.
around, how do you go about looking to see if he's one like alive but staked, properly restrained? Like he's fully nude. Like you have his entire glory in front of you to inspect upon.
Kazoo.
It's a little bit shorter than a kazoo.
Obviously.
Cold in this room. It's fine. It's cold. There's no blood flow in
No
Kindred.
blood flow. Yeah.
I don't. I'm. Are you doing anything, Jace? Because
Yeah, I have a couple of ideas, but I mean, like nothing
Poke him
like
with a stick.
hyper specific. Yeah, I mean, like, I have if the Primogen wasn't here, I have some other ideas, but the Primogen's been here the whole time. So
I will double check. So I'm gonna double check his binds and that the stake's in. I'm gonna do a physical once over, right? And and then see if I can distract the prince maybe out the door. We can wait outside while the kids look at the body. If I can do it, great. If not, I won't. You know.
well, I'm just looking at Kristoff then and pointing. So will you take the stake out, or do I need to do it?
Was that part of the instruction? Do we?
I need to talk to him.
All right.
The binds are secure, but to the best of my knowledge, he only possesses some of the same skill sets that most Malkavians do. However, while he hasn't demonstrated anything else, there are chances that he may do something that we have not seen before, or it's risky, is what I'm saying.
I appreciate that, and I hear your risk. If you were to, I'll take that responsibility.
What do you plan on doing besides removing the stake?
Talk to him.
That is fair. Sheriff, you've assumed responsibility. You all have 10 minutes. And he steps out of the room and touches the stone, and the wall goes back up.
I look at Jem and I'm like, this had better be worth it.
Yeah, she just grabs the stake and yanks.
You see him blush of life, smile, his skin flushes. Other things happen. He gets visibly excited to have you all here.
And not be staked, yeah.
And he smiles. And that's where we're going to take a break.
Yeah.
When we come back, we're going to meet up with Kitty and Pixie, Kitty and Siren, and then find out. I know you guys have already hunted, but kind of at least give you some screen time in the finale to kind of figure out what you guys want to do.
I'm actually good, just waiting off screen. There's a lot of shit happening there, okay?
Come on into the library. It's fine.
And that's fine. We can talk about that on break. But yeah, come back in about 15 minutes, or do you want to do 10? It's kind of up to you guys.
We usually need 15.
Yeah, let's just say 15 minutes. We'll come back from break, and tell me in chat what you think is going to happen.
No!
So we'll see you guys soon. I appreciate you. And then the chantry burns to the ground.
You know what? I wouldn't put it past you to actually have done that.
Finally.
Oh, did you guys miss
Finally.
that? Shit. I guess there's no real way to catch back up
We're
with that.
free.
So we'll just forget all that. Forget all the role play.
Okay, well.
We'll rewind a little bit to just when the portal went up. Welcome back, everybody. This is the finale tonight, so we're glad to have you here. We appreciate you. And if you're listening on the podcast, thank you for your support over there as well. And just keep up the support. And we'll see you guys in season 3. But let's get back to Jem. Jem removing the stake from Hancock's chest, his body flushed with life-ish. And and when I know that Jem is back, there we go. We're good.
Yeah,
We're good.
sorry.
Um,
Of course. Of course.
That's one of those moments where
He-
you cut outside to the curb where Kitty and Siren have now reconvened and are waiting right around the corner, quietly, in view of the building, but not going in, talking about porn. I don't know.
We trauma bonded. Now we're
Yeah.
on porn category.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Have you guys heard of King Talk? It's weird.
So weird.
Um,
Do not know what they're talking about.
Oh, honey.
so Jem, he smiles directly at you.
Yeah.
So you're
Hey
coming
there.
to talk to me.
Yeah.
I see
I
you
go
brought
ahead.
I see you brought Victor with you
Yeah.
and the little witch. My room service here is horrible, by the way. I haven't received a mint in months.
We can tell.
And he just looks stone faced right back to you, Jem.
So,
Well?
I have so many questions.
And I have so many answers.
I know. Let's see if they match. You know, I wanted to talk to you. I wanted to meet you so badly before. So
What
Lucy
we
and
have now.
Dad are the only other ones like me that I know. And I wanted to talk to you so badly. Do you see me?
He looks at you. Of course. But do you see me?
I do.
And he is going to try and compel you.
Okay.
And
What does that mean?
so compel is
What
a
do I
dominate
do?
power that Malkavians have.
Right.
They have the dominate tree.
I'm pretty sure that that's the one that you also have.
I
mhm.
don't.
Megan?
I don't have compel.
Oh, is that?
Hold up.
Oh, okay.
I do have compel. I do have compel.
You do.
Sorry.
Unfortunately,
But he got there first. So
Yeah.
you can't really use it on kindred that are higher than you.
Mhm.
If that makes sense. But it's a
Oh, yeah.
perfect one to use on those
Huh.
less than you.
Mm-hmm.
So what do I save?
He's going to roll a manipulation intimidation.
Versus intelligence and resolve.
Mm-hmm. So, and even if he fails, he can keep going until you have no willpower left to fight him.
Ooh. We
Or-
love to see it.
Or he loses. So dominate is specifically against your willpower, unless your rules are showing you something different.
So the rules. So it says commanding a resisting victim or a victim the vampire is previously dominated in the same scene or another vampire requires a contest of charisma and dominate versus intelligence plus resolve.
So go ahead and roll yours. Don't feel like it's an extremely strong roll on his behalf.
It might be.
Hey, baby.
Hey.
3 successes.
Okay. So he says, look at him. Look at your Victor. And you feel compelled to look at Victor.
I do? Even with 3 successes?
You do.
Fuck this guy. All right. And I look at Victor.
Do I clock this behavior?
The only thing that you would clock is that he gave her a directive and she obeyed. You don't know if it's Jem being like, okay, like
Good little
what? What am I
self,
supposed to
you
look at?
know.
Jem, stay focused and turn around.
And I look back?
Yeah, you can look back.
Okay.
And he goes, exactly, look at me. Look in my eyes.
I'm just gonna clock him.
And he has to take the hit. Like there's no like he can't roll like aha
No.
move. He takes it and there's a little bit of blood that comes out. He just
Where has this been going, Hancock? And I don't look at him. I purposefully avert my gaze, but I wipe the blood from his lip and I hold it up in front of his eyes. Where has this been going? Who's been taking this from you?
they have all taken it a little bit.
Who left with it?
You let me go, I'll tell you.
I'll let you live.
I don't think that our lovely prince, he's still the prince, right? And he looks at you, Jem.
Hancock, listen to what I'm about to tell you. I'm the sheriff of this city now. I've sworn to protect it from all threats, external and internal. I will true death you right here, right now, and flee New Orleans, never to be seen again. There is no Camarilla that will blood hunt me. And even if they do, I died 70 years ago. I have, as the kids might say, 0 fucks to give. I will ask you one more time. Who is taking it?
His name is Arturo.
Where did Arturo come from?
The Tremere.
He has been in the city?
He's been in this room.
Wonderful. I'll toss the books to Jace. Any of those from Arturo?
He'll start
It's
flipping through.
the one in the middle. Like they all have names on the front of them.
Good. We can leave the others. Why does he making thin bloods?
I didn't know he was making thin bloods. This is, and he looks at Jem.
What generation?
Breaking news.
Mm-hmm. And what generation is Arturo?
To the best of my knowledge, he is similar to you or me. Jem, when he says breaking news,
Yeah.
the word break hits your head. Break.
Okay.
Break.
Uh-huh.
Break.
Yeah. Is he? What's he doing?
Dementation.
Damn it!
Dementation! No,
God
not
damn
that one!
No, that's the one I have, and I was gonna use it. No, fuck.
Well, so what is his role against yours? Because mine is not showing me that for you.
Let me pull it. I'm not rolling it. I'm just.
Yeah.
What powers are these? I
know.
can help.
This
Or
is
from
this is
domination.
this
So
is
it's-
dementation. So it's
so
an amalgam
he-
between obfuscate and
Yeah.
dominate.
So he has to roll a manipulation plus
There it
dominate,
is.
and she has to roll a composure plus intelligence.
Dementation.
Composure. The intelligence. Composure and okay, that's not bad. Come on, baby Jesus. Okay.
And you can cause superficial damage to her willpower if you succeed.
What did you roll?
So that is 6 successes.
You feel yourself beginning the beast inside of you, the struggles that you have start to rise up. and your mind and your beast fight them both off.
He powers through it. Go ahead.
He looks back to you, Victor, and says, I'm sorry, what was that?
Strike 2, I believe.
She kind of powers through it, and I know he's older, but I can't dominate him. I can't compel him, but I can throw dementation at him, right?
He would have to roll it. He would have to roll it
Right.
contested.
Right. She's gonna look at him, and I can't imagine how frustrating it must be to know that you're always going to be the second fiddle in a city of only 2 fiddles.
He is going to roll. Tell me what you get.
God damn, bitch. She said no gloves off, non-existent.
Oh, we're playing. Oh, I'm so sorry. Victor said subtle and graceful.
Now, he is going to have a additional dice over you for generation, but he would be rolling less than he was rolling for you. What'd you get?
That's awesome. I don't want to talk about
We have luck. Please fucking use
how
it.
much. How much luck we
do
got?
have?
Yeah,
How much have you used? We have 2.
You can also use willpower.
Yeah.
I know you fuck off.
Well,
Just make
She
yourself
would
want
only
your.
be able to-
Fine.
She
When I
would
want your
only be
help, I'll
able
ask
to
for it.
reroll 1 die with her willpower at the moment.
Oh.
Yeah. So let me do. Can I take both lucks real quick?
Sure, fuck it.
Thank you. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well,
So
that was a
what?
10 and a 1.
So 2 successes total?
to his 5 successes.
Excellent,
He
excellent, excellent.
had 2 crits and a regular success.
Well, that's fine.
He looks at you and he goes, "But my music is so much sweeter."
Mm.
Fwacka.
Yeah.
Got you.
Did
There's
you-
nothing. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I fwacka, and I snap between the two of them. Hey, cut that shit out.
Oh, you smack him with the stake.
No, I
Corporate him.
punched him, and
Uh-huh.
then I snap, like I'm
okay.
imagining they're like eye to eye, and I'm not looking at either of them
Yeah.
because I know better. Fuck that shit. And so right in between them, just like in the face, just hey, both of you, stop.
None of this magical staring
And
contest bullshit.
He slowly looks away. Like he doesn't clock what you did. But he feels like there was like a pressure there, and he just kind of like looks to Victor. So yes, Arturo.
Good, Arturo. Is there anything else you want to be helpful with that I can beg forgiveness from the prince for you?
I don't think that he would listen.
Probably not, but I gave you the chance. So, Gem,
Well,
what? What was that?
no, I was just going to say that Arturo took my blood out of this room and did not follow, looks to Jace, the Tremir's precautions of destroying all biological evidence, as the Tremere Primogen, that's a weird one, has said is the protocol. And to my knowledge, he did not create nor have any thin bloods. So I'm glad I could be of help.
I'm gonna look at Gem and be like, kind of let her know I'm about to torpor him again. If she has any last questions, now's the shot. Oh,
How many?
yeah. I apologize. I don't want to step on scenes. I want to give you the chance.
How
but I also don't
many?
want you to die.
How many kids do you have, Hancock?
When I was still alive, I had a son and a daughter.
And after?
Well, you can't really have kids when you're dead. You know that better than anyone.
You have to be smarter.
Than everyone else? That's my opinion.
So, is it just the guy with the bug eyes who looks like Peter Lorre? It's an interesting choice.
He looks at you like a puppy, like sideways. Is that description supposed to ring some bell with inside my immaculate skull?
I mean, Peter Lorre's a pretty easy cut. I'm already disappointed. But yes, you know why I'm here.
I thought I was helping with the investigation and rekindling with family.
You know, I asked Dad once if he would let me meet you before, and he said that was a bad idea. And I always thought it was because, you know, you were you, and he was trying to protect me. She gets like as close to him as she possibly can. If she can, she gets like right into his ear and whispers. I'm pretty sure he kept me away because he knew I probably should have been yours. And I think the thing that's always going to make me saddest is just how much you keep messing this up. If you need me again, be more forthcoming. And she like taps the side of his head with her head.
He just smiles. We'll be in touch.
Mm-hmm. And she walks away.
Jim,
Yeah.
do you turn and look at him?
Yeah, fuck it, let's go.
You should hurt him.
Stab him. Torpor. Yeah.
Nope.
Jim, who do you think he was talking about?
Oh god, there's so many.
There's a lot of hymns in the world, and
Honestly,
Yeah.
after today, all hymns. All hymns.
all hymns
Correct.
until no hymns.
Correct.
All hymns until no hymns.
But he didn't specify. What
No.
would your
No,
brain
no,
have
sure.
immediately thought
didn't.
of? What would your brain have immediately thought of? Victor? Jace?
Oh,
Kristoff?
yeah, it's
The prince.
The prince?
it's probably Victor the Prince.
You feel compelled. Now, if it's Victor, you
The
have
series wrap on Gem,
his
guys.
back to you.
Uh-huh.
If it's the prince,
It's
you need
Victor.
to. Okay.
So he just said hurt, right?
Hurts.
That's very vague.
You feel compelled to inflict pain
Yeah.
in a violent fashion, not just like,
That's
oh, I
the-
flicked his ear.
Okay. I'm gonna tackle him
Okay.
because I don't have any
You-
weapons on me, and
You
I'm
can certainly try.
I know, and I'm
Go ahead and
weak as fuck. Or no, I'm not gonna tackle him. I'm just gonna like
And
punch
it's
the back of his head.
Victor.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
do
yeah.
a strength brawl.
Oof. I'm
Because
so
he
good
does
at
not
those.
see you.
Listen, you're actually not the worst.
So actually, I'm.
Jace is
Watch
like,
this
I'm
be the
worst.
one thing.
I
Watch this
know.
be the one time. Thank you.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, totally with it. One success. Ooh, and a
You-
crit fail. So 2 crit fails. Absolutely not. I'm pretty sure somehow I end up punching myself.
Victor's not just one to let himself be taken off guard. So Victor, Roll me a dexterity survival, or you can do dexterity stealth.
Okay.
Or streetwise, just dexterity, and then any of those.
Okay. Yeah. Dexterity survival sounds good to me.
Like one does.
Critical success. So 4, 5, 6, or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Just like
I'd
that
like to-
scene from Spider-Man, where the
like to-
fist is coming. Go ahead.
I completely miss him and just end up hitting
Hancock?
Hancock's body.
Just, you get the sensation that someone is trying to attack you from behind, and you just subtly move, just a tad. And Jem, your fist does connect with just the side of, like, just grazing, like it clocks his ear more than anything else of Hancock. You still feel compelled to hurt Victor.
Because I didn't hurt him. Oh, shit. Alright.
I'm gonna.
Victor, you would know immediately. He said you should hurt him, and then you started getting attacked.
Yeah, that. Boy, I'm not dumb, but you know, a genius could figure that out. Apple genius, genius bar genius. Could,
Wow.
Sort that out. You're welcome. I've been watching Big Bang. I know who to make fun of. Yeah. Is there any chance I have experienced this before? Do I know that? Do I know a solution for it?
Do you know the only solution is to let it run its course?
Okay.
Or torpor?
Okay. Yes, Matthew. Do
Matthew
you have
has
another
hand raised
solution?
for the class?
No, I have a question.
Okay.
Would a cloud memory work?
It could work. You would have to roll better than he did. But she
That's
would
not gonna
forget.
happen.
Well,
But I
you
can
don't-
try.
you don't know what he. Well, I guess I did tell you. But you would have to roll better than he did.
Well, I
to
say it
cloud
won't
that
work
memory.
because I don't know if you know this, but Jace is not the most charismatic person in the world. He'll
Lies.
try.
Lies.
He'll try at least.
We have luck, by the way. But
If he
apparently
can-
Victor and Jem are pulling from the same pool of 25 luck. Thank you, Tristan.
Jesus
Thank
Christ.
you, Tristan.
Thank you, Tristan.
Fair
Um,
Go
enough.
do your con. Why are you here tonight?
Thank you,
True.
Tristan. We love you.
Yeah, if I can
100%.
just yell a forget at her from the distance.
Okay.
To try and
I heard
to
a
try and
rumor.
get it to help out.
Let me ask you this.
Uh-huh.
How many times are you going to use luck?
Me?
Mhm.
None.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I also don't think that Jem can hurt Victor without him allowing her to, just to get this to be done with.
So, all right, go ahead and roll your. Oh no. How
So
bad
I
was
got
it?
so I got three successes. So I got a crit success on a regular and then a regular success on a hunger die. So 3 successes.
Are you going to
Follow.
use any
No.
luck to? Okay.
No.
Jem, you still feel compelled to do this. Victor, you know that you fought people that have compelled and dominated other individuals.
It's not gonna stop when she just
Yeah.
punches me, right?
She would have to do superficial damage. She would have to
For a bit here for an hour.
essentially she would have to make you bleed in some way
Yeah.
or inflict actual pain.
Okay.
Kitty and Siren outside. They're like, "It's taking a while. Should we be worried? Nah.
No, I mean, they're with Victor. What could happen?
Yeah, exactly.
I will.
So, when you were, I have to know, Kitty. I have to know. When you were riding on
Yeah.
the back of his bike, did you like
Did you
Did
ride?
you
Did I
do-
what?
Did you do?
Did I what? Did I what, Siren?
Did you do the thing? Did you do the movie girl thing? We saw them in the movies we watched, where like
Did
you
you
hug closer, just to like,
finish?
not because you're scared or because you're gonna fall off, but because
Of course
you like
I
the
did.
feel of him.
He's-
How did the leather smell? I need you to paint me a word.
Siren, he's hot. Of course I
Kristen,
did.
Kristen just did another 20.
Oh my
Thank you,
god.
Tristan.
Tristan.
Thank you.
You're amazing.
Thank you, Tristan.
Thank you, Tristan.
Okay.
So we're at 45 luck. Thank you, Tristan.
All right. So she is swinging, and I'm gonna look at Jace real quick and shrug my shoulders,
Mhm.
and then pull another normal stake, which I have layered upon myself in
Hidden amongst
anticipation
your
of.
person.
It wasn't muscles, it was just stakes all the way down. When she was hugging him, he's actually this big. It's just
Chiseled
all
out of
weapons.
wood,
Yeah,
literally.
yeah.
He's just-
Yeah.
On the West Coast, they know him as Pinocchio. Yeah.
So,
Hmm.
Jem, you're not going to get a roll against this. You're
I
compelled to
don't.
hurt him, not
I know.
not fight him. So without doing like roll after roll after roll.
Yeah.
We see Jem take a couple swings at Victor. Victor dodges. His celerity would let him just dodge it well enough to where he doesn't inflict any pain other than torpor.
Yeah, I have to beat her defense to just auto stake her without like beating her down. I have to get 5 successes over her. Yeah, and I'm rolling 4.
4.
I'm rolling. Let's see, stakes is 4 dice, and then if it's strength 7, if it's dexterity 8, and I think rapid reflexes,
Jesus
fleetness,
Christ.
Where's
blink.
defense? Is that a thing?
It's for defensive. It's in the staking rules, the torpor rules.
Yeah.
Mm,
So your
cool.
defense is usually dexterity brawl, or whatever you're fighting with is I think normally
Honestly,
good.
just stake her. You're good.
So
Well, and it's like his, regardless of how many rounds it would take,
Yeah, I can't. fight
there's
him.
a skill level here that Victor would get his 5 successes before you were able to hurt him.
This is what he does.
yeah.
It's kind of his gig.
Yeah.
So you do you finally stake her, and she freezes, and she starts to, like, gravity starts to take effect, and you catch her lowered to the ground, and you know that usually that is enough to stop a domination, a compelling.
Mhm.
Me.
I would hope so.
What
Yeah.
is this usually?
I didn't like
has-
that word either.
Victor has not seen a time where that has not.
And he's not going to now.
I'm not saying it's not. Victor knows from past experience that should be enough. You can remove the stake, and Jem will be fine.
Okay.
Jem, you immediately feel, once you're staked, that compelling, that domination cease. And as you fall, you're staring into Hancock's eyes, and then your vision off tracks. That hatred of, you did this. And then Victor catches you and lays you to the ground. Do you remove the stake?
I'm gonna look at Jace and see if he has any opinions on this.
He is. I think at this exact moment he's pretty stone faced, but you can see that there's like he is glaring at Hancock too, just because he kind of knows that it was his fault, but also this is not his area of expertise, so
Okay.
he's not necessarily going to try and fight Victor about this. But also, if he were to try and like progress this and kill her, maybe like
Sure.
he would definitely be stepping in then. But for
Yeah.
a torpor, it's a lot, but it's also like
Yeah.
sometimes you have to do some shit.
Do I know how hungry she's going to be coming out of this? Like,
She's going to increase in hunger by 2 dots.
Okay.
No,
Great.
1 dot. Sorry. Oh, you're at 4 hunger? Just 1 dot. Just 1. So 3.
No. So 3, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, well, it's I just got to double check in and be like, all
Hold
right.
on. So you're going to have a wound. You can rouse check to heal it. It would be 1 dot of hunger. It'd be 1 hunger to cure that wound.
Okay. Yeah.
Or you can just walk around with a hole in your chest in your shirt.
But no, that's it.
Okay.
Okay.
But you would know that. Like if she tries to heal herself, she's going to need
Yeah.
she's going to get more hungry if she tries to
able to
heal
heal
herself,
herself.
but she
Yep.
can just walk around and she's fine.
Then confirming that Jace is not about to start attacking him for what just happened.
Not at the moment.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's really checking in to be like, am I gonna have to fight 2 of you?
Yeah, do I have to take you both? Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I had you on the ropes there, Victor. I'm just saying. Have to fight us. What the fuck is that?
Then yes, I will pull the stake.
You return.
Are
She
you good?
immediately like curls into the fetal position and just starts screaming into her knees.
Jace will give her a second and then come closer. He doesn't want to like crowd her or anything, but he will kneel, like he'll squat like a couple of feet from her just to be there.
She like blushes so that she can heal. And is just panting. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I thought I was stronger than that. I thought I was smarter than that. I'm so sorry.
Victor will kind of rub her hair and you're all right. You're forgiven.
What
It's
else do we need?
Right now, to leave.
She stands up and sees there's like a giant hole in her shirt and her like right between her tits. So she takes her shirt and like the bottom of it and runs it through. So it's kind of like a bikini crop top now.
Oh,
It's a choice.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, embrace it.
Fashion. So I'm not just walking around with like a giant ripped
Yes.
hole in the
Keyhole.
middle.
Yes.
You know?
But it's obviously not a keyhole. Like it definitely looks
Yeah.
like something aliened out of my chest. That's a weird. I
And
wonder if that
Jace,
gal's a vampire.
the wall window door thing is still just as it was.
No, so earlier, and I didn't want to interrupt or anything, and I
Yeah.
knew that we would probably have at least a tiny bit of time. Once the door went up and Hancock blush of life and became excited,
Mhm.
Jace was gonna faux look away like, I don't want to see that. And as he does, he blinks and his oblivion sight flipped on
He said
to
it
be
in
able
the
to
chat.
see
Oh,
through.
okay.
Yeah,
He
I
said
said it
yeah,
in our
we
group
all-
chat.
yeah.
just
Sorry,
'cause
I missed that.
No, it's okay. I didn't want to take away from it because I just
You-
want to make sure is Kristoff standing there.
Kristoff is pacing slowly back and forth, like arms down.
Okay.
It seems like he cannot hear anything,
Cool.
and he's unaware of anything going on inside. But he
Perfect.
is looking at the ground, just kind of pacing like 8 feet.
Just
8
waiting,
feet,
yeah.
or 10 feet.
And then at the very end, as they are as Jem is getting consoled, he was gonna do the same thing again to make sure that Kristoff was still there before we left.
He is. He's still there.
Okay.
While you're
Is there
looking,
any?
go ahead.
Is there any blood or anything on me from getting staked or not?
I'm going to say yes, but only from the pulling it of it out. Like it got on your shirt.
So is it on my shirt or is it on my skin?
You're not like dripping blood, no.
No? Okay, she's gonna walk over to Hancock, use his tiny little weenie dick to wipe it off of her.
Oh god.
And
There's
then
no
I quit.
continue.
I quit.
there's no expression of pleasure or disgust in Hancock's eyes.
Didn't need there to be one.
Jace, as you're looking and as Jem is cleaning herself up, you see Kristoff look at his wrist and go over there and touch the stones. There's some dirt that falls.
As he even looks at his watch and starts to, Jace will just mention to the others, he's coming in here 10 seconds.
And almost on cue, the wall fades. Did you get everything you needed?
We did. We
Okay.
did. We have a person of interest, which we appreciate. And
May I ask who that is? And if
out of
they're
respect to you, Primogen, it is, and I will motion for Jace to hold up the ledger book, research book.
Mm-hmm.
Arturo, I believe.
You believe that he's making thin bloods?
No.
Oh.
As far as I understand, he's out of generation to be making thin bloods. They'd have to be 15th, I believe. But he did remove Hancock's blood from here without destroying it, at least according to Hancock. It's worth asking, and the man is a consummate liar and manipulator, so I have no desire to take his word for it. But we will be following up.
Fair. I will say that Hancock hasn't openly lied to any of us. Falsehoods and moving around the subject, but never outright lying. And he takes his pad out and writes down an address. This is Arturo's residence.
Appreciate it, Primogen. Thank you. Should you ever need to call upon me, please let me know.
Of course. If we're no longer needed here, let's
Please.
walk out and escort you out. And you guys quickly walk out, and Margaret waves, and she kind of gives Jace a little smile and kind of nods to the rest of you. And once Kristoff walks you to the desk, he doesn't walk any further than that. But if you don't have anything else to say to him, he will. If you guys continue to walk to the door, he will turn around.
Yeah, kind. I will say thank you in kind platitudes,
Course.
and make a for Victor graceful exit.
Are we, and I apologize, he might have said that we could do this earlier. Are we allowed to keep any of those handbooks temporarily?
They were given to
All three of them? I know
he did not take any of the other books from you.
Perfect. I'm keeping all three of them, even if Victor only wants to see the one.
It's because Victor kind of, he separated it out in a moment of haste, but he also did figure out, Hancock's kind of a manipulative prick. So let's maybe hold on to the other two and see see if we can talk about it on the way. See if there's any overlap in their research. If they might have been, just all those normal vampire Law and Order edition.
Sure.
Right.
Jace is also keeping them for selfish reasons too.
Oh yeah,
because he wants to look through them. But
yeah, you see, like Kristoff just assumed you were doing hound shit.
Yeah.
And those books now belong to the prince.
Perfect.
But didn't take them from, or to the sheriff, but did not take them from you.
Yeah, that's fine.
So as you all walk out,
Before he walks away,
Yeah.
she's, hey, you're welcome at the bar whenever first drinks on the house.
I haven't been there since the welcoming.
Yeah, you should swing by.
He looks very confused for a second. Yeah, of course. Of course.
Do you socialize?
When invited. But you
You're
know,
invited.
well, thank you. I appreciate that. If I can find the time, I'll definitely be glad to stop by. And
You're always. You can bring a book.
he kind of turns and walks away.
Yeah, that's great. Okay.
And as you guys walk, he seemed very sheepish, like, "Oh, I'm being invited places." But as you guys walk out, Siren and Kitty, you now see the group.
Like I always thought I was like summer colors. Then the whole like
But no,
opportunity
listen,
I couldn't turn down
I
thing.
think
I really turned
honestly-
into like winter
Yeah,
colors
of
with
course. As
with
you
the,
would.
Oh, hey guys.
But more on that later. And I know we
You
can get the
definitely
batteries for it.
see. You definitely see Jem's shirt is not how it was when you saw her last.
She all semblance immediately of sisterly bonding and whatever gone. Celerity, you don't even see her stand up from the curb. She's just at Jem's side. What the fuck happened? Are you okay?
Yeah.
I walk over like a normal fucking person.
Yeah, well, okay. Sorry, my concern is too much for you. Whatever, this is how Siren shows love, you bitch.
Acts of celerity.
I have very few love languages, okay?
Middle of the night.
Shut up.
Now, words of
Stopping across the
words of
street.
domination, acts of celerity.
And
And
music.
Mary-Kate and Ashley.
I'm Mary-Kate Ashley.
Olsen. And then the twin movies.
Is this not how you show love as a vampire?
Sounds right to me.
Yeah, thank you. Exactly. See, they're not always on the same page, but they understand each other sometimes. And she doesn't know Jace can see now, so she looks at Victor. What the fuck happened in there? Is she okay?
She still lives. Or unlives. She fell under Hancock's sway, and so...
She just kind of walks to the car and jumps back in through the window.
Okay,
I'm
now
gonna
that's
need you to
normal.
make a
So-
dexterity.
That if I see that, oh, she's fine. Okay, never mind.
Dexterity.
Please let this fail. Please let this fail.
I didn't make you roll it, but now you're a little shaken up. Dexterity.
Athletics.
Yeah, do
Yeah.
athletic, or you could do drive. You could do dexterity drive if you would like,
Oh.
because it is car related. You're
Yeah,
not
we're gonna do
driving.
athletic.
Okay.
Just like don't
Yeah.
touch my car.
While this is happening, but
Zoom, 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 zoom.
Siren does grab Victor before he can.
Yeah, you're fine. You're
Nice.
fine.
She does grab Victor. Please tell me you killed him. After that,
No.
may I ask why? That feels like a direct affront. That feels like the prince would forgive it. That feels like possibly it would have been worth it.
I had one order. Stay short of true death. If you want me to stick around, I need to obey that order. But if you're ready for me to leave,
Not for him. He's not fucking worth it. Is she gonna be okay? What did he do? Did he do something long term that she looks? Was it magic? She looks in Jace's and stands in front of him, thinking he's still blind. Was it magical shit? Like, is that why you know what's?
You could probably do it. It was fine.
the vampiric ability of a kindred to hold sway over another's mind is, while powerful, not true blood magic. I've seen it happen before. It's a powerful defense for the less physically gifted clans, and it is one that they use often to turn their enemies against each other. And unfortunately, it can be as damaging in its failure as it is in its success.
Can't relate.
Seems for the best. Apparently it gets you stabbed. I just get shot when I fuck up. Heals real quick.
Well.
Anyway, do we know anything new?
Yes, Arturo, a Tremere, is a person of interest in our stealing of Hancock's blood, although he's of the wrong generation to create thin bloods, as far as I understand. Which means my meeting with the thin blood sire tomorrow apparently is still on.
And what do you need from us?
We can spend the night speaking with Arturo, or we can spend the night preparing for the meeting tomorrow.
Speaking with, you think he's just gonna come clean and admit to fucking up?
Probably not. That's not really my experience with it,
Just have to
unfortunately.
someone talk.
Well, there are,
Well,
but
there are, but I mean, time and time again, it's been proven that information given under torture is rarely, if ever, true.
I don't torture. He says
Having
conviction flatly.
Okay, that's fair.
He doesn't. It is one of my convictions. Like she doesn't lie. I don't torture.
See, I
Which I do not.
saw the smacking him around to make him talk as torture because it was physical abuse to prompt answers.
Nope.
Yeah,
Not torturing him.
fair.
I'm
That's
back.
fair. But
And that's just fun.
okay.
I mean, it's up to the storyteller. I was just trying to
Sorry, I
keep
was
it.
froze for a second. What?
You're okay. Because it is one of my vampiric convictions, not to torture people. If the violence I visited upon Hancock is considered torture.
No.
I didn't suspect so.
No,
But thank you.
punching somebody isn't torture, and neither is like torporing
Yeah.
for Jim or for Hancock. That
Sticking his hand out in the sun, though.
Yeah.
Little at a time.
long protracted acts of violence and psychological manipulation or torture to get an answer or your own enjoyment. That would be torture.
Victor
Okay.
says that, Kitty says nothing.
I hate this. I hate being in between these two right now. I'm gonna just slide out of it.
Then let's prepare the site for tomorrow.
All right.
And if any of us need to hunt, we can end our evening with that.
Cool.
I'm gonna lead them to the docks where we'll go over there, and I imagine it's like a big dock warehouse that we can sort of control the entry points, and probably at the end of the dock, and one big door in and out, and something that we can stake out places for members of the coterie to hide nearby in there, and maybe one outside to sort of check all of that out. Because I know it's our finale, so I didn't know where that if we wanted to get to that part tonight, or if that was something you were planning on saving for.
We could do the meeting tonight if you would like. It's one of those things like the finale was still just going to be another night of story, and whatever happened happened.
Yeah,
I wasn't going
absolutely.
to blow up the city this time.
Listen. We already had
Yeah.
several mini world-breaking arcs during the run of the season, so it's
Tristan just tipped
fine.
another.
For fuck's sake, Tristan. Who is it
Thank you,
for?
Tristan.
Us or him?
Ooh, that's very important.
Us or that
Yeah.
one?
Luck, so you all.
No, we offer it to either. They have to clarify.
Okay.
Yeah. We
Um,
call them
This
both
time for
lucky.
sway,
This time
yeah,
for
so
sway.
Yep,
15
there
for
it
sway
is.
and 45 for us, motherfuckers.
He doesn't need any. He's fine.
So, while you all are setting up on one of the warehouses, now are you going to go to the docks near the clubhouse, which is kind of close to the brewery? So it'd be
where would Victor think he has the most control?
probably near the clubhouse, being at the Prince's domain. It was,
Great.
either an oversight or a lack of give a shit that they were able to get a brewery and be
Great. Then that's what I go for.
Okay. So tell me how the coterie and Victor would like the layout of themselves to be in view of Thin Bloods coming to meet at the warehouse.
So this is not the Thin Blood meeting.
Oh, this is
This is
the
mine.
This is the sire.
This is mine, but mine guy.
Yeah.
This is the address and the appointed time that I left for him. So in the warehouse, I think if it was me, I would, we put the car in there, the headlights on, sitting on the hood, because you gotta look badass in some way. Maybe Kitty on the roof because she's agility like things.
Mhm.
Maybe Jem behind the wheel of the car in case it needs to drive somewhere.
Siren's
then-
100 billion% sniper posted somewhere.
Okay.
She
all
has
right.
she has firearms.
Then-
shit. So
Great. Then we'll put Jem on the roof and Kitty can be
nope,
hidden in the
Siren,
warehouse
Siren.
with.
I would rather be on
Right.
the ground, because I
Siren.
don't have.
Yes,
Yeah, I
siren
don't
on
have-
the siren on the roof. Jem, we'll say in the car, and Kitty and Jace hidden among the crates.
Sure.
I'm
Sounds
okay with
good.
that.
Can
Yeah,
I?
I'd like to be nearby, but
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all ground level nearby, and
Yeah.
that's Siren has the snipering.
I have a
thing.
weird request.
Of course.
If we have time to set this up, because I
Yep.
have
You
my
have the rest of your night, and then it'd be the following. night.
because I have my design set and stage skill. Can I help prep this area for like a couple of disguised secret exit passages for us as a team that we know about, and like make it
Without like breaking a hole
Yeah,
in the wall.
yeah.
Okay. Is that what you want to do?
well, if it's just like setting up some of the, like, for instance, if we set up a couple of the other ones to, if I can make a labyrinth that only we know the way in and out of for some of the exits or something like that, if I can help structure the place so that it is a
You can-
strategic spot.
You can put obstructions in place that would limit them leaving quickly and in a straight line.
Great.
You can cover the back exit up from view from the front that you all will know it's there.
Great.
But yeah.
That's enough. That's fine.
So who is outside again? Siren is going to be up on the roof.
Yeah.
But that's it for the outside, right?
That is it for outside of the warehouse.
Okay, and then everybody else will be inside, trying to be out of view, just as making sure that.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure it was like
Um,
a Victor and mine, being seeming like it was a one-on-one conversation.
Yes, that is
So-
what we are presenting. Yes.
When we're getting ready,
Yes.
Gem, it's the bit from Craft where she like glamours and changes her
Yeah.
hair.
Yeah.
She like Noxzema commercial washes her hands over her face and hair, and what's looking back at you guys is not Gem's face. She just kind of looks like I don't know. She kind of like she's kind of forgettable.
See, if she had done this
You
before
just-
she went
did
to
you
talk
use
to the priest, we would have
obfuscation?
been fine, but you didn't!
No, I just masked many faces, motherfucker.
Ah!
And she,
Isn't that an obfuscate?
yes, it is.
Okay.
yes, it is.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
Mask of a Thousand Faces. The vampire can assume the voice and appearance of a generic person who blends in the current setting, i.e., a worker in a
Mhm.
factory. So you
And
look like
then-
a warehouse chick.
Yeah, just
With
look like a
coveralls,
doc
yeah.
chick. Yeah, and some big old boots.
We all
like
would have
it.
she's
been
got-
fine if you had done this!
Well, in
I
a
know,
place
I'm really
like that,
sorry.
in a place like the Tremere's dungeon, like fitting in normal looking would have been like, oh,
They also would have probably been able to see through it, so that would have been a
Yeah.
waste of. But with that, she also turns on, because it's like a pact at that point, Ghost in the Machine. So if there's any audio or video recordings that are happening, Gem doesn't show up on them. So yeah, doc worker Brenda is yeah, she's wherever you want her to be. It's just-
Secret Malkavian.
Yeah.
So we
I
will-
also have a small
Go ahead.
prep thing that
Yeah,
is
go for
like
it.
right before like we're like in our places.
Yeah.
The the area around Jace because theoretically he's like kind of solo-ish. Because I think are he and Kitty like near each other, or are they on opposite sides?
I would think spread out on
Just-
opposite
Perfect.
sides.
Then the side that Jace is on, just right behind his crate, gets a little bit colder and a little bit darker. Here, hold on, let me roll my rouse check.
Okay.
Guess that's a 9.
Now, what power are
and
you using?
So around him, his actual shadow begins to slightly morph, and it kind of rides up against the box a little bit more, and then goes back down, and kind of reaches around towards in a direction that doesn't quite make sense with the light, and then he tries to concentrate a tiny bit more to try and control it and bring it back to where his normal shadow is. And that's just something that the camera sees. Like theoretically none of the, maybe they do. Maybe fucking Siren does.
No, so there's no cameras unless you guys put them there.
No, I mean the
okay.
camera as in the game camera.
Yeah, the game
Yeah.
camera.
And so yeah, his shadow seems to
Is this shadow
undulate
play?
and move. He did shadow cast.
Shadowcast.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm seeing chat. I'm seeing Discord. So are we doing earpieces?
I'm trying to find a way to not interfere, but be able to hear what's going on if I'm not right there. 'Cause I don't want to just be like, I hope they're all fine. I'm here with my gun and have everybody.
Yeah.
Like.
We can have earpieces.
Yeah.
Why not?
Is it two-way communication or is it one-way?
I think we'll do just like a Sorry, I was just gonna say like a group call.
Yeah.
Okay,
The rest
that
of us
works.
are just
Yeah.
muted. Like,
Yeah.
We definitely have
Red Leader
earbuds.
Juan.
Yeah.
Red leader
I mean,
standing by.
Yeah,
We
we
can
can
have
all be on a Discord call if we really
I
want
mean,
to.
we're all. It's our Snapchat is just open.
Yeah,
That's open
right,
group
right,
call.
I guess. So yeah, I think that's functional. I will
Yeah.
probably be the only one that's not like muted,
Yeah.
just so everybody can hear.
That's the whole
what
point.
Victor
Is otherwise,
is.
if you're
Yeah.
muted, what the fuck is the point? Goddamn.
Yeah.
So Siren wanted one of Kitty's sniper rifles. Kitty does
Please
not
pick-
own sniper rifles.
Do you not? Shit, then does Vegas?
She would have like an
Is
AR-15.
hammy.
That's fair.
She would have like some mid-range like AR platforms. She would have a couple shotguns, a variety of pistols, some
Maybe
melee
like,
weapons.
do you have a sniper rifle? And I'm like, what about me says long distance to you?
You're short. That says long distance to me. Sometimes
Short.
you have to be able to reach longer targets.
when I think sniper rifle, I think a level of skill that is acquired that isn't just in a one-dot armory.
That's
She might
fair.
have it, but you would have to really roll some firearms
Not
checks.
armory, first
Then
of
just
all.
a
Okay.
gun that works.
Yeah,
gun.
no, So Siren gets loaded up with a shotgun, an AR, and we'll say a Glock. So all of your ranges is covered, but you're stacked up there on the roof. The camera is going to see something. I'm going to use my luck points for this scene.
Oh.
The camera is going to see something, but I want to know if Siren sees it too, being on the rooftop.
First roll all night. Let's goddamn go.
Got this. I believe you.
I have 45 luck to spend.
Roll me a wits awareness.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Fuck is my awareness? Okay. I'm gonna use 5 of our luck, guys.
Oh yeah, why not?
Thank you.
We have 45. Though.
I know. So 1, 2.
I still have 15.
Hence me rolling all this shit, my dude.
Yeah, go for it.
Get those dice out of the way because I'm not rolling them, and I don't want them mixed up in the response. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cocked. Okay, 5. 5 normal successes and 1 critical success, so 7 successes. No crit failures.
It's interesting. So I didn't use all 15. because it's not exactly fair for me either. But I did use 8. Tell me how. Got you. Tell me
Don't
what
say
Siren
got
looks like.
you. I hate
No,
that.
I was talking to Cody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Tell me how Siren is keeping watch. Run me through a minute or two of Siren.
So it is.
Watch.
They are inside a storage hangar. What are they in?
Just like a warehouse.
Yeah,
like
a warehouse. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
So if they're in a normal warehouse, she is going to be. She's made sure she's perched out of the view of any cameras.
Mm-hmm.
And she is going to be keeping to the shadows as much as possible, but every now and then celerity jump from one viewpoint to the next. Very quickly, but in the dark. So she's mostly going to be keeping an eye on the entrance that they are supposed to be coming through, that they're supposed to be meeting through. But, every about 2 minutes, 3 minutes while she waits, she's going to quickly pop over, check the back, pop back.
So I'm going to roll a stealth.
Shit.
To see if they can time their arrival with where you're popping around. A 10, a 10, a 10, and a 9, and a 6.
Cool.
Fuck you!
So, what the camera sees is 2 individuals walking through a dark alley, coming to a fire escape, climbing up the ladder with a dexterity that is and strength that is inhuman. They climb up, they climb up, and they look over the edge, not being open with it, but be behind an air handler. They look, and they bend down, and the camera notices a third person. And I wish Kitty was here for this. Kitty! Kitty!
In the meantime, I can vamp, I guess. So, we'll flash back to the it's nearing the morning hour the day before, so the day that we met Hancock, right? And Victor is in his home. He's finally made it home, right? And we've done all our setup, we've done all our prep, and Victor goes into the bathroom and pauses for a moment and sort of looks at himself, and you see him just sort of take, like, he kind of forces a blush of life, takes a big breath, and then sticks 2 fingers down his throat, and with probably takes longer than he cares to, forces himself to vomit up an explosive that he had swallowed at the start of the day.
What?
Oh yeah. Victor figured he was gonna
Fuck?
It could have gotten
blow up.
real.
And
You were gonna blow up the chantry? It wasn't even the Second Inquisition that was gonna do it this time. Our own sheriff.
I thought we were gonna be ambushed by everybody. As far as
That's fair.
I understand, there's an army of Thin Bloods and Second Inquisition. So I was like, all right, this is now my day. This is how I start my day. This is how I end my day.
That's
I am prepared at all times to.
In any case, Sway,
explode.
your goal is to horrify us with whoever's coming up this ladder. More than that bullshit.
So let me. So now
now
that
I
Kitty's
know
back.
who it is.
Now that Kitty's back. Let me describe the scene again. You see 2 figures
The camera.
climbing up. The camera sees
Yes,
this. Sorry,
none of us
no one
do.
else does. The game camera sees 2 figures climbing up a ladder, like one of the fire escapes. and they hunker down behind an air handler. And the camera hasn't shown you the faces yet. But the third person, you see a very flush-colored young man. Yeah, so that was really fucking boring, and I got here way too fucking early. And then one of the voices go, "It's okay, just tell us. Just tell us. What do they have in there? Just tell us." And they, God, you're fucking weird. So the dude with the bike, he's in there. They're all in there. The short one, real pretty. The singer that you guys told me about, she's on the roof. I don't know what she's got, but she's on the roof. So rocket launcher or something, who knows? Good. Thank you. Go back home. Remember. And you see the camera. Like, watch this person in a hood reach up and stroke the face of the young man. Don't remember. Don't remember. Go home. And he stands up. And the two men stand up, and the shorter one, takes off the hood. And you know it to be the Peter Lorre look-alike.
Okay.
And he looks over at the warehouse. Look at her. Bouncing around on the roof. Oh. And then they kind of duck behind. He peeks up. Okay. She's in the back. So I'm going to go in and we'll see what I can do. And the other figure, camera, finally, he pulls down his hood. If you see my Elizabeth, tell her I said hello. Yeah, of course. I'm going to go inside now. And he walks, and he hops off the side of the building. Siren, at this point, you see a squirrely, rat-like looking man come from around the side of the building, looking through. The camera knows that this is the same man that was on the roof just seconds ago. But you think, all right, I got you. What do you do?
My job is to let the deal happen, but I follow him in with my sightline.
So he, like I said, very squirrely, kind of looks around, doesn't look up at you, looks around the corner, slowly walks across the street. The hood that he's now put back up, he removes. And Victor, you hear the door open and see this slightly disfigured man peek in. Does he see you?
Yeah, I'm in plain view. I am sitting on the hood of my car.
Fair.
Yeah.
And he kind of stands up a little straighter and opens the door. This is one hell of a place to have a meeting.
Well, what can I say? I like it. What is your name?
What is yours?
My name is Victor St. James.
Prince. The Prince Sheriff of New Orleans.
That's right, former Alistair under Theo Bell.
Interesting.
Now, what is your name?
Well, what would you like to call me?
Friend, I don't think you fully understand how this works. I don't repeat myself. So, if you don't come up with a name, you don't need one. And if I can't talk to you, I may as well torpor you.
Well, I liked friend, but Harold.
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 With an E or with an A?
With an A and then an O. H-A-R.
Good. Harold. Harold, you haven't presented yourself to the prince. You have failed to uphold the etiquette of Camarilla in a city in which it holds domain. You also destroyed my personal property. What would you like to say in your defense?
You were going to destroy mine, so...
What property was that?
Mine. My property.
Be more specific. What property
My
do
children.
you have? Oh, well, that is its own offense. But thank you for the confession. How many children have you created in this city?
Well, if I'm going to be killed for one, why would I tell you 100?
Because the ones you tell me about, I can make a deal and let live. Are you truly a father? Do you truly have children? Do you know what that is like? I doubt you do. So, if you are truly a sire or a father, you know that your childers have to be your first priority. I'm trying to carve a place for them in kindred society.
Your kindred society. The Eiffel Tower that is white and fallen to the French, fallen to the Tremere, now brought to America underneath the White Tower. The Camarilla. Useless.
Yes, agreed. But it is an infrastructure that in this city holds so much more in common with the Carthage of old. It is a glimmer of hope. It is a shining example of what might come to be. But you are threatening that example. You are threatening my work. So, are we truly idealistic revolutionaries looking for a better way forward? Looking to take care of those that we have sired? Or are we the pitiful, scraping bottom feeders that they think us to be?
I am the person with a boot on his neck. From every Camarilla scum that I have ever had the misfortune of being near. My children, while rambunctious as they might be, they can be taught, they can learn.
I'm counting on it. It's a shame that they had such a poor teacher.
I'm glorious! And he takes a step forward.
Kitty,
My lineage is
Kitty comes
glory.
out of hiding. If he takes a step forward toward Victor, she's there.
And
How close did he come?
he did not really enter the room a lot. He's now probably maybe 10 or 15 feet from Victor.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Victor, for his part, looks at Kitty, and lifts a hand.
Siren, however, has jumped roofs so that she is behind this man and has a shot through the door that he has left open. If he barely entered the room, then he's there.
So you're going to go to the roof across the street?
Yeah. If she hears the voices getting elevated, she wants to get him in her sight line.
Okay.
She's not taking a shot, but she's changing her position.
While Siren does that, make me a wits awareness.
God fucking damn! I'm taking more luck.
We have enough.
Clockworker
We have 40.
Brenda smokes a pipe.
So forgettable. Pipe smoking dock worker Brenda.
Looking like Gordon's,
I've actually seen her
Gordon's
every time. I
Fisher
just
woman.
didn't remember. Like, I saw her every single time.
Yeah.
What the fuck number are you? Okay. Seven normal successes.
There you
Take
go.
5 more luck
Okay.
off our list.
Let me do my side of that then.
I swear to God, I will murder my own sire.
Good. We'll all do it.
If
We'll
you
all do it.
can!
This is a team building exercise.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
He is the
I have
broken
been-
tax
You got 7
machine from
successes.
Office Space.
I
We're
had
just gonna
7
go to town.
successes.
He's going to roll 6 dice.
Shit!
8,
Doesn't matter.
6, 7, 6, and a 4 and a 3. As you're trying to gain coverage and trying to find a good place to like kneel down in line of sight, from behind you, you hear just the slightest bit of gravel and roofing gravel move.
Can we talk about Matthew right now? I'm
Matthew!
sorry!
I don't want it.
Just the head gone. I hear that.
You do. That is your indication that he failed his stealth roll.
Oh, excellent. I would like to.
Well, you beat his stealth roll. We'll say
Good.
that.
Amazing. Don't care who
You
it
didn't
is.
fail, you were just better.
Don't care who it is. All I know is we're supposed to be having a meeting with one fucking person. So I'd like to whip around and try to pin whoever this motherfucker is to the roof.
Okay. So how would you like to pin him? Like,
Can I use a dexterity brawl?
yeah, go ahead, roll dexterity brawl. And he will. All right. Go.
I've always wanted us to fight a sire.
You just wanted it to be Vegas. You just wanted us to kill Vegas.
Or Rebecca.
Or Rebecca.
Rebecca would have been fine.
You'll have her time.
Do we have to fight her? I mean, she can just
We can just
exactly,
kill her.
exactly.
We
She
can
can just
See, we don't have to
Fuck.
fight. We can just assassinate.
How much willpower do I spend to roll how many dice?
1 willpower, 3 dice.
Great, I'm gonna do that.
And just none of them can
Yeah.
be hunger.
Yep, that's
We also have a
fine.
shit ton of luck. Man.
No, the
We
hunger I
have
succeeded
35.
on. It's fine. Okay, great, amazing. 5 successes.
Okay.
But missing 1 willpower. Ah,
um.
I need that later because I'm bad at controlling myself, guys.
Laughs and 3 willpower all the time.
As Siren turns around, Kitty, describe what your sire looks like.
Oh, shit, god damn it, I'm fucked.
My kiss is really
And
never.
tell us his name because you didn't tell me his name.
I thought I told you. Atticus. His name is Atticus.
You may have.
I don't know his last name. Atticus is. He looks a little rough. He's pretty much always in like ripped jeans, a stained jacket. He's never. This is gonna be important for Slay. Never really without a just big old baseball bat that he kind of
Oh,
always has on
excellent.
all the time.
Okay, he's Harley Quinn.
Yeah, pretty much. Rugged beard, clean cut head. he is the walking out. Yes, he looks like that. I can't. That's what he looks like, pretty
Fair
much.
enough.
But he has this like southern type of accent, and he's also pretty much is always whistling "Tiptoe Through the Tulips." That song has triggering effects for Kitty. yeah.
Hate it.
Well, now I have to kill him. I'm sorry. I don't fucking.
I will message the creator of this wonderful man.
I texted him just now. I was like, "Hey, it might be time for my vamp to kill you." Sorry.
What?
He's asleep, but
He's
it's
got
fine.
He's got a show. He has a show tonight.
Yeah, I know.
Show.
Let
in a different
me
time
ask
zone.
you this.
Yes.
So your animalism power, what is it that allows you to change into an animal?
It is.
Because I can't find it.
Protean, I believe.
Okay, so I thought it was animalism.
It's not animalism in general. Animalism has a bunch of different things. There's a different thing under animalism.
Oh, so it is under animalism?
I thought so.
I've been letting you rock with it, but I don't see it under V5.
Find it.
Shape change is a level 3 protean ability.
It's protean. Okay.
Yeah, the ability to change your shape, I believe, is protean.
Animal roughly the same size. Okay. Describe to me the animal in which he would like to change into.
God. Atticus would change. It's not a wolf, but it's a wild dog. It is. Yeah. It's just a really ugly looking wild dog.
Siren, when you turn around to try to pin this man to the ground, your arm, you're able to pin this large, bigger than a coyote, different than a wolf, this feral dog on this roof. You're able to pin it down, but one of your arms, your left arm, is in its maw, and it is trying to thrash.
Well then, I was just going to grapple and have some words with it, but now that it's trying to eat me, I'm going to kill it. Clearly. Great, amazing. I would like to try and stab it. I put some points in.
Sorry, I froze.
I would like to try to stab a motherfucker.
Okay, your right hand is free.
Yeah, it is.
What are you going to stab him with?
Well, we've discussed this in the past, how I just have stakes on me at all times because drumsticks. So I'd like to try to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me a strength melee.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna use some luck, guys.
Yeah.
We had 35 of them, so go for it.
I'm using 5.
Okay.
Huh. 10, 8, 6, 8, 8, 7, 10, 6.
Okay.
So
that's 9.
9.
No, that's 10.
That's 10 because 2 of those
Yeah.
were 10s. That's 10
So
successes.
that definitely beats his 4. You
Oh my god.
describe how you stab this wolf with your
snap-
drumstick.
I snap the drumstick under my free boot and just jam the broken, jagged one directly through to try to stake him to the might not kill him, might not whatever, but we'll calm him down right fucking now, quietly.
Like through like the chest?
Can I make...
You want another roll to see if you know like dog anatomy?
Yes, because I have academics points. Can I roll an intelligence academics check?
You
Because
can roll an intelligence academics.
Like,
yeah, you can.
She went to school a lot. Like that's a thing. Like
No luck on this one.
no,
but
that's fine. I was
intelligence
actually going
academics.
to. No, I wasn't going to. It felt like I did a lot of that. I'm just rolling my normal dices. Okay, that is a 10, a 9, a 7, and 2 2s. What?
You know the general
Okay.
area in which you think the heart would be.
I will
Like that's
attempt.
fuck the dice. Like it's like that shit shit about dog anatomy.
I'm sorry.
The dice say you do. It's fine.
Pixie knows. Why wouldn't Siren?
So while you have this dog pinned down, this junkyard dog, this beast, and you stab it, it immediately lets go and starts trying to like gnaw at it, and at the same time trying to get out from underneath of you. So it is trying to maneuver away from you.
I'd like to try to I'd like to hold on to like keep weight and pressure on the stake and say, this all goes away if you calm the fuck down and play nice, pup.
Roll
I don't know
me
who this
first to see if you can hold him down.
Okay.
Do a strength brawl.
Hunger? There we go.
Me knowing that Atticus just laughed during all of this.
I don't know who the fuck this is.
No, I know you don't. But me, I'm just like, how would he react to this? He'd be laughing. He'd just be like, you're cute.
Sorry. 9, 10, 5, 6, 8. So that's. Thank you, Matthew.
Let me see.
9,
6, 8. Yeah, 5.
You feel the when he's trying to snap at the drumstick, he snaps your hand and it actually goes through between one of the bones of your hand. And when you pull, he lets go, and as you pull back, he gets up and starts trying to book it.
What is happening inside? That will determine what I do next.
As I say,
Like, I gotta
that's
cut back
where
to the
we're
scene.
going. While all of that is going on, seeing that you raised your hand to Kitty, this man starts walking closer to you. So what am I supposed to do?
Give me an account of the Duskborn you've made. We'll bring you before the prince. He'll mete out justice. I'll make sure that your children have a place in society.
It's funny that you said it that way. The children, my progeny, they will have a place in society. But what about me? What about little poor Harold?
Well, Harold, that is up to the prince.
Well, why can't you just give me the same promise that you would give them?
That is not my promise to extend.
And who are these? Are these your progeny?
No. My friends.
So there are more than one in here. Come out. Go ahead,
Like,
bring them
absolutely
out.
not.
Harold,
Who the
you
fuck
have
does this
vastly.
think he is?
How far away from me is he? at
He's
this point?
probably about 5 to 10ish feet, like somewhere in between.
All right. Harold, you have vastly overestimated your sway here. And so I've already repeated myself multiple times. I need your decision, Harold. You know better, don't you? You hate the Camarilla so much. You knew what you were doing. Do you have any repentance? Would you like any mercy? Or are you resolute?
I would like to say that if I don't leave tonight under my own free will, the city will burn.
Kitty growls.
That's interesting. Prove it.
And he unzips his hoodie. And then from underneath, you start to see vials
Oh.
strapped to his chest. Now, and he takes it off. There are benefits to thin blood alchemy, yes. I'm assuming that's why you would like to have them around.
No, I just actually value kindred life.
I value my kindred life more than anyone else's.
That's why you are going to die.
Eventually.
What's with your beautiful little blood?
Potions, concoctions. I don't really understand all of it, but I do know the mixture is great for parties. Everyone likes fireworks.
Harold. I like you. Do you know why? I'm a likable guy. I'm a likable guy. I like everybody for a variety of reasons.
This is why when you told me that earlier, I was like, "Oh shit, that's gonna be bad."
Well, it didn't work for me. So that's not that didn't happen today. So, and I'll do my thing. I like you. I like you in specific today, Harold, because I do one thing very, very well. And I haven't gotten to do that in a very long time.
And he takes a step forward and he goes, "Oh yeah, and what's
and I
that?"
stake him.
Yep.
Yeah.
So go make me a
melee.
Yeah, strength.
You want strength?
Well,
so I have.
Is it a melee brawl? Is it a strength melee?
So it can be with. I believe. Hold on. There's one thing I need to double check on celerity. I don't think I can add my celerity to my attack, but my celerity should allow me to seize the initiative, close the distance, and make the attack.
You can literally like dodge bullets, so I will let you have the benefit of somebody who doesn't have it. Yeah, it's broke. Okay, dodging bullets.
Yeah, so lightning strike is what I do not have. So so if I had that, they would have no defense roll. So he does get a defense roll.
Mm-hmm.
It is up to you if you think this is a more strength or dexterity based attack. I'm good with either. Perfectly happy.
Well, I'm gonna let you make the call on that because he is very cocky at the moment.
Okay.
So it would be more of your choice of how you wanted to go about doing it.
So I'm thinking speed and dexterity just because I'm trying to surprise him and trying to end this as quickly as possible.
Okay.
So that is my goal. So I would go with that.
Go for it.
Okay. I'll make the rouse check so that because I'm using my celerity, we've talked about it as far as like blink or traversal or any of that succeeds, so I don't gain any hunger. So I have 4 dice for melee and 4 dice for dexterity, and I'll use 2 points of luck for to make an even 10. Because that sounds like a good.
He gets 4
to me.
dice. Like it's.
I have to beat him by 5 to auto stake him. So I'm double checking here. Okay. Let's see. So a normal critical for 2. 8 is 3. 7 is 4. 7 again is 5. 6 is 6, and a natural 1 takes me back to 5, and then I believe that's it. The rest are failures: a 3, a 5, a 4,
So
and a
you
4.
only had 5 successes total.
So I had a total of 5.
Do you want
I-
to use any willpower?
Yeah, I'll willpower re-roll those 3. So I'll re-roll my natural 1 and then 3 of the failures.
Now
Because
you're back up to 6 total successes.
I'm back up to 6 total because it's not a
Okay.
hunger die, that natural 1. So
Okay.
and that's 2 more successes.
8.
So I get to 8.
He had 1.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Out of his 4 dice that he had 1. So he gets his arms around, or he gets his hands around your arm, but does not have the strength to stop it. It pierces one of the vials and goes into, because he's covered in, just like pierces one of the vials and goes into his chest. And you see an immense look of pain on his face. And someone within your group hears cries with inside their mind. Gem,
Yo, what's up?
terror, and howling pain from someone else.
Do I recognize the screaming voice as him? As Harold?
You wouldn't recognize the voice, but you do know the Madness Network will transmit things of immense.
Oh, he was a me.
And he falls to the ground.
I wait there, expecting this blood to erupt or explode.
It doesn't do anything.
That's why but I'm gonna give it the dramatic moment.
I'm gonna give it a minute. Yeah.
Of like, okay. Everyone all right?
As far as I know.
Do you have your
Yeah.
do you have your mic on?
I'm asking. Yeah.
Siren,
because
this would be your chance.
Yep. As there's been no heightened shout, I'm rolling for this. Shit!
What'd you
Go,
get?
go!
No, I rolled for which one of you I asked for help, and I rolled Kitty. I'm not even fucking kidding. I rolled a d4 and I was gonna re-roll if it was a 4, but it was a 3, and in order it's 1 was Jace, 2 was Gem, 3 was Kitty.
Siren, since
I'm
that was your
the
action, hold on. Since that was your action, the person next to you also gets an action.
That's fine.
Let me add more dice to this pool because there's a generational difference.
Oh, boy.
You can roll another strength and
Thank you. Yeah, that was the player making a choice on and
Yeah.
letting the dice decide who I would ask, because I feel like I can't not metagame. Like, 'cause I as a player wouldn't want to ask Cat. I as a character would. So I was letting the dice decide, and the dice said "fuck you."
Uma versus Junkyard Dog.
So, well, because I as a player know who he is, but I as
Yeah,
a
I
character
know.
would want to bring the cat in.
You're about to know who he is. Don't
I'm
worry.
very scared. What kind of check?
A strength brawl.
You gonna learn today.
That's actually what the sound of the dogs make. Trying to get the
Shut up, panic. Okay. 10, a 6, a 6, and a 7.
As you think about who to call, and as you start to yell help for Kitty. Kitty. The large dog kicks off of you. Starts to run at a speed that is not capable for that large of a dog. And he reaches, and the drumstick falls behind him. And he jumps to a different rooftop and keeps running. And you see one last leap. Kitty, you hear a call for help. For Siren outside. For you.
I run. I scale a building with my cat's grace.
Can you track blood, or do you have an animal form that can?
No, I can't. No.
Not in a puma.
Not a
Well,
puma.
pumas, big cats smell real good.
Yeah.
I don't know if you would translate that because I
I'm
can if the DM will let me.
I'm guessing he's already out of range for me to chase him down.
Sight is its most acute sense with hearing after that, but it has a poorly developed sense of smell.
Yeah, that figures.
Because I was like, hey, maybe she's been tracking with blood. I don't fucking know. Nope.
I'm guessing he is, because I waited for her to come up. I'm guessing he's already out of, I can't, chase him down and take a shot.
You could chase him down, but you would have... I mean, yeah, he was still in your sight for enough time that you could pull the gun on him.
I would like to try to pull the gun on him, because I've called on the thing. And what I say is, yeah, I would like to try to take one more shot at him.
Go for it. Is this with the AR? The rifle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that strength, I'm guessing, or dex?
No, that would be dexterity firearms.
Yeah, cool.
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team.
He's not gonna believe me that this keeps fucking happening.
10.
No, it's a 10, an 8, an 8, a 7, and a 6.
Okay.
And one of those 10s was on a hunger dice.
You have 3 shots.
Okay.
You know at least 2 of them hit their mark.
Okay.
Due to the yelps, but it does not slow the pace.
Kitty,
you come outside, and with your celerity and cat's grace, you hear pop, 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 gunfire coming from the rooftop in front of you. And you climb up, and you see Siren trying to stabilize herself, looking a little bit more haggard as she just has fired 3 shots.
Can I look at what she's shooting at? Do I see anything?
You can make a last-minute wits awareness. But you're going to take a negative on that roll of 1.
-1. Okay, cool. Okay. Wait.
Because it's the middle of the night. It's a dog on a roof.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair.
Dog on the roof. Dog on the
That's
roof.
weird. There's a dog.
4. That's 5 successes. Take 1 to 4 successes.
You think for a second you saw a big-ass wolf. Or a big dog.
What the fuck was that?
that, I'm guessing, was a rogue one of yours. That was not a dog, that was a fucking vampire.
That wasn't a dog, that was you. That was you.
Like what? Like a dog? Or a wolf? Or what was it? Give me something.
It was like some kind of wild fucking, I don't know. I was fucking trying to stake it. Strong jaw. Wild dog.
Oh, it was Grog. I understand now.
Mangy looking son of a bitch. I'm guessing I have teeth marks on my arm.
Yeah.
And in my hand.
Yeah.
This description of this dog setting off any alarms in brain.
Without knowing exactly what the dog looks like, yes, it does. It sounds a lot like your sire.
Cool. Her eyes just go wide for a second. It's like it wasn't a wolf, it was a dog.
It was a dog.
It was a dog. If you look at her, it's just full fear. Immediately in her eyes. Full fear.
Kitty.
Huh? What?
Do you know who it is? Kitty. She takes her face in her hands.
He can't be here. He can't be here.
Kitty,
he can't follow me. He can't come to me. He can't find me.
Kitty!
Him!
Her hands tighten on your face. Look me in the eye. Breathe real deep. And tell me you don't mean who I think you mean.
Yeah. Shit. Fuck!
Come on, no, we have to get you back inside. No. Is everyone down there okay? And she just without letting her go.
Victor stabbed a guy.
It's so par for the fucking course.
So par for the fucking course.
She is not letting. She goes to grab. She grabs the half broken drumstick on their way out, with the blood on.
Every muscle in Kitty's body is like tense, and if you weren't holding on to her, she would have ran.
Yes, that's why she's holding on to her. Stretch, let me get drumstick. Great, amazing. Hey, Jace.
Yep.
Do you know how to track blood?
We'll see.
Okay.
Did you ever figure out that ward that I asked you about?
We'll see.
I'm glad you thought of that. It was a good reason to have blood left at the scene. So you guys make it back down inside.
Well,
Kitty's
go ahead.
shaking.
Jace,
Go
did
ahead.
you have something?
So I had two things.
Yeah.
First was inside
Yeah.
while all that was happening. Once the coast looks clear and he can tell that the dude's been staked, Jace is definitely going to come over. Check on Victor, make sure that he's good. He's fine, and then immediately start going for those blood alchemy vials. Not like going at them, but he wants to begin looking at them, making sure that there's not a time bomb.
There are wires attached to a variety of the bottles. The detonator has fallen out of his hand.
Oh, okay.
It was not a dead man trigger or anything else
I
like
was
that.
about to say, thank God.
No. You see around where he was staked that purplish, like a deep amethyst color, crystalline formation start to like eke out of his chest where he was staked, where the stake smashed the bottle and went into his chest. You see the crystals start to form, and then it slows down and it stops.
Can I do some sort of check on that to see what the fuck that is?
Roll an intelligence occult.
You got it, dude. 1, 2.
There's not really any specialties for this one, even like witchcraft, really. Blood sorcery. You can have blood sorcery.
Oh, okay. That's one more, right? I'm up to 7, 8. Not very good. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Okay. It is some shit.
Yeah.
That the Thin Bloods did, for sure.
That's part
There's
of
some
him
Thin
is
Blood
like,
shit.
that's fucked up. But most of him is like, that's fucking cool. And yeah, he'll point out the detonator to Victor. We should be good. Just be careful. It looks like the vial did that. To see those crystals, it looks like the vial did that.
Victor, as you look at this with your experience, this looks like some Radio Shack bullshit, and you can just unhook the wires, and it's not gonna like blow up or anything.
Okay. Yeah, I'll set about disarming it, and as I get to that, I'll Jem, you and Jace reach out to Lucy and inform her that we have the Thin Blood Sire torpid, but there are threats of explosions and blood corruption. All kindred should be on high alert.
You got it, friend. And she calls she calls Lucy.
Okay.
On the real phone.
Okay. At this time, while you're making that call, redialing it, Siren and Kitty come back inside. And this is why I wanted to do this before you made that call. His head cocked to the side, sees Kitty come in. Can't focus on her, has no control over his eyes. Jem, in your mind, you hear, he says, "Hello, Elizabeth."
What? Say it, the first part. Say it again. Sorry.
Like,
This is
really?
Megan.
Say it?
Yeah,
Oh.
this is Megan. I didn't hear. I'm
He
sorry.
goes,
I panicked and everything shut off.
he says, "Hello, Elizabeth."
He says hello. She says out loud. He says hello, Elizabeth.
And Kitty's head shoots up and looks at you. Who said that?
Siren's grip tightens automatically, just in case.
Right. She points at Harold. He did.
What does he know?
Hello? Jem? Jem, your phone is talking to you.
Hey, Lucy. So, you know, we sure done got.
We sure done
And,
got it. Oh,
we
what
sure
game
done.
are we playing? This is
We
silly.
sure done got. However, there's some stuff and a pretty solid threat of burning all of New Orleans to the ground. So maybe, definitely, do something with that information.
Oh, okay.
Hearing Jem's side, Victor's just gonna like. It's kind of over his shoulder, like he's working, but it's like, what? We have the thin blood sire.
We have the thin blood sire.
Oh, that's he. Okay, that's
That's
helpful.
the thing done got.
Oh,
They-
was not aware.
They threatened that the thin bloods would use their alchemy to burn places. So
Pretty sure
be
I said
careful.
they threatened to use the alchemy, the thin bloods, to burn the place. That's what I said.
I think
Did-
the
let
Again, it's been like a year.
Let the
I think
Primogens
that-
know.
I think
Yeah,
the thin blood sire is working for my sire.
Let the Primogens know. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Are you safe?
Yes. I mean,
No.
yeah. Is Dad okay? Is Dad okay? Are you okay?
Oh, I mean, we're watching TV. We're good.
Oh shit! What you watching?
Watching MASH.
Yeah, great. I
Yeah.
love that.
You know, you
Yeah.
think he'd be a Hawkeye. You think.
I
You
know,
think he'd
right?
be a Hawkeye.
And he's not, and that's
He's
the
got a
problem.
teddy bear. He's definitely a radar today.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, all right. Yeah. You go ahead and I don't know, send out bat signal, whatever it is.
Oh, we're not doing Batman again. We're not doing that.
Right. No. Cool. Tight. Hey, real quick.
Yeah.
Do you know of any of a Malkavian named Harold?
Oh, no. Little rat fucky little dude?
Yeah, little rat fuck.
Yeah.
Great. So that's who we got.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Is it great? Because he's still talking in my head right now, and it's
What?
yeah.
He's a ghoul.
Yeah. What?
He's just a ghoul.
What? Oh God, who
Are
made
you
him?
saying he's the... He wasn't supposed to be made. He was
Who made him?
Hancock's.
Fuck it! I knew it! She just like runs over to Victor. I knew it! And she's not like screaming at him. She's just excited that she got something right. Ah, yes!
Are you saying he
I
was
am-
turned?
Is he?
The stake to the heart will also.
Yeah, he has a stake to the heart and it's not dead.
It'll
Well,
kill
he's-
anybody. You want me to check? You have to tell me something so I can check his teeth. Like
Can you check it? Is he one of us?
I'll check his teeth.
They're fanged.
They're fast.
He's got fangs, and he's staked, and he's still talking in my head.
Distance or underground. That'll stop it. It's a weird thing. Get him to the
Kitty's just on the ground.
clubhouse.
Get him to the clubhouse. She's saying, looking at Victor, get him to the clubhouse. Uh-huh.
I'll let the Primogens know to scout their areas to see if they see any torches. I don't know. Burn it down. What do you mean burn it down?
Blood. Tell her about this.
Put me on speakerphone.
It's a blood bomb. They have a blood bomb. Alchemy blood bomb.
What? Oh,
alchemy
okay.
blood
Yeah,
bomb.
That's actually easier than dealing with than fire. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. Oh fuck. Still gonna blame Kristoff for this, and then the phone clicks.
Are you still holding on to me?
Oh yes.
Oh yes, of course she is.
How
dare you ask?
You can make a roll.
If you try to drift, she is just casually redirecting the direction. She'll go with you if you have to, but she'll handcuff herself to you so fucking fast. I will do that.
If you let go of me, the moment you let go of me, I'm bolting. But since you're holding on to me, I'm staying put.
She can.
Do you want to fight her?
I'm not fighting her right now. I'm right here. Depending on the rest of this conversation goes, maybe, but not currently.
No. She is. Siren's being very, very careful to do a couple of things. One, she's keeping a tight grip on Kitty. Two, however, because she knows Kitty's individual panic triggers, she's making sure Kitty is in within easy sight of a door, so she doesn't feel enclosed or trapped. She doesn't want her to just be able to run away, but she wants her to feel like she's not being held in here like it's a pen, because anxiety bad. So she wants her to be able to see the door clearly and know that it's there and know she's not locked in. So she makes sure not to position herself between Kitty and the door ever, but she holding on real fucking tight.
Oh, fair.
She pays attention to people's shit.
She's looking at the door and looking at you and looking at the door and looking at you and
She's
looking
just
at the
looking
door
at
and
you.
looking at you.
She doesn't look at Jace when she hands off the drumstick. She goes, that blood is Kitty's sire. I think he's here to get her. And, but she never breaks out. She just looks at Kitty. So every single time she makes eye contact, she...
As
I have watched him burn down towns before. This is not an empty threat.
I know. But this time you have us. It's gonna be okay. You just have to stay with us.
It's not going to be okay.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, and I'm the goddamn pessimist. So when I say it, I need you to take that.
And I don't lie.
Maybe you think it's the truth because you don't know any better. But we do. Breathe. Just for now. Breathe.
And I'm fucking dead.
Pretend.
I'm fucking sick of pretending.
Camera pulls away from the warehouse. Zips down to the old railways inside the city. The brew hall Primogen used to run. And we see Atticus waiting next to a ticket booth. He gets handed a ticket. I think you may have proved your point. But enjoy the city. And next time you come, we'll have better plans. I don't know. I got stabbed with a fucking drumstick today. That shit's pretty fucking wild. So, I think they'll figure it out. I think she'll know I was here. But, why do you want to fuck with them so damn bad?
This is Sharpie. I'm gonna fucking lose my mind.
As the voice responds, Well, some people speak too much. I don't know what the fuck that means. You're a crazy one. All right. Whatever issue you got with them, that's fine. I'm glad to play a part in it tonight. And thank you for letting me know who's took your spot. Have a great night.
Thanks for letting me know who took your spot. Is that what just came out
of
your bearded face?
The camera pans as Atticus walks away. And the smile of Addison Claiborne is the last thing that we see.
No!
As he straightens his suits
No!
What the?
and walks away.
No! 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 This is gonna be so easy! Oh no!
What the fuck?
Oh no!
So thank you everybody to attending our season 2 finale. We'll pick it up after PvP ends for Rep RPG. So stay tuned, watch all of that. It's great fun watching us all like.
It will take that long for our hearts to calm the fuck down from that shit. How dare you?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
How goddamn dare you, sir?
That's what I'm here for.
No.
Great job. Great game.
Fuck off.
Fuck.
So just
glad you
so
didn't
Kitty
blow up.
can rest for the next little bit. Your sire is leaving the city,
Thank
but
you.
he wanted to prove a point that
I'm
he knew
guessing
where you
that
were
he could
at.
find you. I'm guessing we spend a while finding out and realizing he has left and like tracking him down to make sure he's back where he's supposed to be so that our characters know.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, who knows? We'll find out in season 3.
Ah! All summer,
Just so
all
everybody's aware, season 3, and a little bit high. Luna says congratulations, everybody.
Thanks, Luna.
Apparently so does Jethro.
It was
so,
really her support that got me through tonight.
Yeah, Luna and Jethro know best.
Yeah.
So
Just so everybody's aware, is season 3 will be a little bit more high stakes. You had a little bit of that tonight. We're going to be dealing with more of the touchstones. We're going to be dealing with more of the loss of humanity in a variety of ways. So, just so everybody's aware, we're going to redo our content warnings. We're going to redo our consent sheets and questions and all that stuff in preparation for next season. But it should be fun. So thank you guys again. I know tonight ran late, but I really appreciate you guys sticking around with us tonight. Especially thank you to my cast. Love playing with you this season. So unless anybody has anything else to say, that's pretty much all I got.
Let's
Great
go
game.
raid Sky for some nice chill Sims
Yeah,
or whatever
we
they're
need some-
doing. God.
We need some sky vibes for sure.
Ah.
Thanks for the heart attack. It was great.
That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for.
Good to know that if I'd killed him, it wouldn't have completely fucked up your boss of the night. Shit.
You wouldn't have killed him.
Listen, I could have rolled all of the rest of the luck.
I wouldn't let you kill a
God
blood
damn
boy.
it. Okay, well, on that note.
You
say
not
goodnight.
with a stick,
No,
not with
I
a drumstick.
know, I'm aware.
No matter how badass that is, not
It's so
tonight.
badass. Anyway, let's go. Good night,
I can't wait for
everybody.
Scribe to
Bye.
show up to all my messages.
Oh, yeah.